like no one's turning up. Half the people are running late today, but we're back on. Well, here, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
Oh, anyway, why did you manually type in my character? Does it not do XML imports anymore?
No, it did.
It did.
No, it didn't. Not properly.
No, well.
Well, as long as you're sure about that.
It never worked. You take if you really want to have every skill, every edge, and every power with no working links, then yeah, it works beautifully.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it all copies over, but you've got no links, have you? So, where did we last see our heroes? Ah, yes.
On the wall.
Up Shit Creek.
No, you weren't. You weren't that badly off. Donga had been, Donga had been slain.
Drove off the red men.
The red men had been driven off.
On the dead side.
Most of your people were a little bit on the dead side, and you've got, I don't know, 20 or 30 Kierans, heavily armed, pointing muskets at you through a large gap in the stockade wall where Josiah may have accidentally blown up 2 of your cannon. Yes, the 2 cannon that were taken off the Wraith and brought to the stockade. Josiah critically failed while firing them. Nearly killed himself and blew up the cannon and a large chunk of the stockade.
We're all going to die.
You said that a lot last week.
All right, Jalsa. We're going to start calling him Jalsa, I think.
They're fantastic to hit roll, and then I thought, I wonder if I should Benny that, because it's not going to be critical, and I Benny'd it in it. Critical field.
Does that make you feel better, Kev?
Never in the history of Savage Worlds mass battles have so many critical rolls happened when we've had so many positive modifiers.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's it's good to be.
I mean, I got 16 on my roll and I crit failed it. That was a one roll instant victory, and we got a crit fail.
Yeah.
Does that card make you feel better?
Saints and Masters. There you go.
So yes, you've got a band of Kierans, heavily armed, who outnumber those of you that are still in a condition to fight by a reasonable number, pointing muskets in your general direction and demanding that Rana Rayson be handed over to them to take back to Kira. And I believe we finished last session with Taris Tun yelling "Hell no!" and Kralamos going, "Damn it! I've got a code of honor. I've got to defend her."
Out of curiosity, what's the lady in question saying?
She's going, if they take her back, it's to a forced marriage that she didn't really want to be a part of, and now she knows.
It doesn't matter what she wants.
Well, if she goes back to Kira, it'll be to one of 2 things: a forced marriage, or the guillotine, or possibly both.
Ignoring all the political correctness and all that, Kralamos doesn't care about that. It doesn't matter what the lady actually wants. It's his honour to be damned.
Right, okay.
Unfortunately, his honour doesn't allow him to be politically correct in this opinion. Sorry, I only say that because apparently in this day and age, the chivalry code of knights is misogynistic and sexist, apparently. So, but unfortunately, in 50 Fathoms, we're okay.
They never met Eleanor of Aquitaine, obviously.
Yeah, true, exactly. Okie dokie. Right. Well, yes. If you dealt the cards then?
Oh yes, the cards are dealt.
So Cray is going first. Are they?
Cray will be going first if you wish to do anything other than talk?
Bear with me. Somebody's given me an adventure card. I need to work out which one to give them back.
How you doing
I
PowerPoints,
gave you that
Taris?
one because I can't use it, and I gave Calamus another card that he needs, and I don't.
Oh, you just gave me a card, you. How many PowerPoints have you, Taris?
Pardon? I've got all my PowerPoints at the
You-
moment.
You got all your PowerPoints.
I
Okay.
think that's end of
just
session
we do,
spending
yeah.
of bennies, I imagine.
Yeah, it was the end of session spending.
Okay, I'll do that then.
And Kralamos gets all of his PowerPoints back.
Okay.
Well, yeah, indeed. And
So,
unless
yeah.
anybody tries to talk, it is Krakel's action, and we'll be continuing the mass battle as basically a new mass battle with a very depleted force defending against the Kierans.
You know
Alright,
what?
yeah.
I mean, if it's 20 or 30 of the beggars, let's just put them on a map and fight it. We'd survive that better.
Yeah, this mass battle crap just sucks.
Yeah. When you're taking a rebel fleet to attack the imperial fleet, you win in one turn. When it's a bunch of red men in the jungle, we get massacred. It's not fair. Okay, Gray, you're up.
Alright, fine. So mass battle rules, yeah?
Yep.
Alas,
Don't fuck up this roll.
we're at -4 before I roll anything, aren't we? Because they
I've
outnumber
just
us.
pressed-
I know
I've
you
just
have.
played
I know.
teamwork.
I know
We're
you
all
have.
We're not
on the
gonna
walls.
wait.
None of us are behind the stockade or out totally.
We're still in that battle, aren't we?
Yes.
we are.
I'm going to swing
I've got this
along
card
their
called Flesh
line,
Wound.
kicking their aims off.
Woohoo!
Well, that's pretty good, isn't it? Now, do you want? I forgot to load the module. Damn it!
I was just about
Do
to
you
say,
want-
did you load the module? Because it hasn't been tested yet.
No, I completely forgot to load the module. So, well, that sucks. Do you want to just take a +2 bonus, which of course will be double to +4, or do you want to have the chance of something fancy and something on the battle table?
Well, I mean, you can reboot. I mean, I don't think you can reboot it, reload it, and away you go.
I'm going to take the +2 this time because I've got 2 points of fatigue, and if I roll the wrong thing on that table, I might not do well.
Okay, so that's going to give a +4 on the support roll.
Oh, that's a good point. If he plays Flesh Wound, do we get all our tokens back?
That could be played at the end of the battle.
Oh.
So, Kralamos.
Well, okay. Well, at -2 already. I don't have the Joker, so obviously I'm going to spend all my time directing the battle and therefore not acting in any other capacity this round.
Okay.
I'm very tired.
You two are very tired. Are you here yet, Fry? Fry's so tired he's
having a sleep.
out,
Having a snooze.
which means he'll get back a level of fatigue for taking a round out. Taris Turner,
I'm
who's
going
apparently
to...
fresh as a daisy.
Oh yes, I'm doing fine. I've just been lovely.
Just a minor flesh wound.
And I'm going to call up a little bit more of a breeze. I'm going to try like kicking up leaves and twigs and maybe throw a few of them back.
Okay, so you've got a success there. You happy with just the mere success?
Yeah, because I'm not spending bennies this early in the game.
Okay. Well, with the adventure card played, that is going to give another +2. And we move on. Who do we move on to next? Solimas.
Flesh Wound.
That was me having a joke at my own expense.
Yeah, I
I
know,
said
I
to
know.
Tara, she got a flesh wound, and then I remember, and I went, "Oh, your bloody arms."
So I take it,
Oh, it is.
Solimas, you'll go and hold to the end of the round.
No, I'm battling against Solid. My order won't allow a lady to be taken away, so I'm shouting orders at what's left of the defenders.
But
Solimus can Assist me, of
Yeah.
course, but
with a bigger die.
no,
I
it's,
can do a
he,
support role for Kratos.
well, I mean,
Yeah, of course you can.
he technically said this was another battle, so whatever he had with the bigger die is gone.
No, because it's jack of all trades, so it remains until he changes.
True, that's true. I've still got a D8 in battle.
Oh yeah, I'm still in charge of the battle, aren't I? So what am I doing?
No, I've just countermanded you. I've taken over.
The reason why he's got a D10 is he's got Epiphany to get a D6, and then he's got Get Savage, Expert.
I don't care. Kratos
In which
doesn't care.
Give him a support role with my bell.
Well, Solimas, yeah, because we're in a new. This is effectively a new battle, just in the same place. So you don't actually have that anymore. You know, you
That's
don't
what
have
I
that
meant.
anymore, I'm afraid.
That's what I said. What I was saying.
What are you talking about? I wasn't even going to use bell.
Good. Do something else.
Good.
I was going to use my persuasion to talk Solimas or Kratos into
Well, no, don't forget. You don't need to support that. We're in the middle. We're being assaulted by multiple Kierans. So what are you doing this round in the back? And you don't need to support me. Your actions support me anyway. Remember, it's a mass battle.
Which can, of course, be going to Kratos and saying, "Please calm down, or we're all going to die."
I'm going to give him
of course. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Shutting up. Woo! Woo! That's +8.
Well, do you want to take the +2 bonus, which will be double to +4 this round, or take a +1 bonus and a chance on the battle table to do something different?
One's +4, isn't it?
No, because it's the mass battle support results are only +1 or +2.
Oh yeah, bugger.
Which will still be doubled. So what do you want, Jiminy?
What I want to do, give him as many points as he can have. What do I want to do? A tree roll and see if I can get more.
You can't.
No, you can't get more. It's do you want to roll on the mass battle events table and possibly get the crap kicked out of you, or do you just want to give me a +2 bonus?
Oh fuck it, let's have a mass battle events table. Come on.
Okay, so we'll start with rolling 2d6 to see what you end up facing specifically. Okay, well, a 7 behind the stockade does actually mean you just give him a +2 bonus anyway. So you face nothing in particular of great danger. You're ducking and diving behind musket shots that are coming in, and trying to get Kralamos to calm down and not just go full-on tentacle rage at the Kierans. And you do mollify him somewhat, so he's not doing the commander equivalent of a berserk charge. Josiah, you recover from the explosion of the cannons and the ringing in your ears, just in time to see that Kralamos has launched an offensive against the Kierans.
Okay, they were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off, but right. So we are rolling. So we going for support rolls here, yes?
Well, it's a mass battle roll, which is a support roll, but it's anything. What are you doing in this round of the fight as you're getting back to your feet amidst the wreckage of the cannon?
I assume the token was 10 men. That's how I got 16.
There or thereabouts. 50 fathoms, 50 fathoms, 50 fathoms downwards.
I shall direct the men through the smoke of the exploding guns to get back to the top of the wall. Come this way, Heather. And get lost.
Yeah, clearly, you've got some smoke in your lungs. You can't shout loud enough. Are you happy with that result?
I'm happy with a 3.
You're happy with the 3. Okay, so that is a fail on a battle roll.
Well, shall I bend it then? I'll bend it, but it's -2, isn't it? It's -3. Oh,
it's -3, but that will mean that you'll get injured with a failure on a battle roll.
Oh God, we'll bet. Decisions. let's Benny it for a laugh.
All I can
Oh, that was
remember about
almost
the
a
charge
six
to the
there.
light
Did you see
brigade.
that?
Almost. But that's a success.
That's a success. 'Cause I can't take I can't take another wound.
No, but you do take another level of fatigue, hacking and coughing your way through the smoke there. But it does give another +2 to the commander. Which
I'm
means we've
nearly
got
down.
Yeah, we've got to the end of the round. So, Kralamos,
That's 12.
you are
it looks like.
outnumbered. Well, you've got +12. You've also got +1 for the last remaining bit of the barricade to hide behind, which is a +13.
Okay.
But -4 for being outnumbered. So you're rolling at a +9.
Okay. No bonus for all I can remember of the charge of the light brigade.
I gave you a penny for it.
I didn't notice. I do apologise.
Right. So that is 4
right.
successes, which is going to get rid of 4 of the Kieran tokens. But the Kierans are rolling against you, and they outnumber you 5-4, so they get a battle roll at +4.
I don't think I'm going to survive. Our last token's going to survive, to be honest.
But he is a -2 for being distracted and set back, so let's see how he does. Gets a single success.
Lose our last token.
You lose your last token, which means you cannot technically fail the morale check because you've got nobody else to run away.
Okay.
Just the
Right.
6 of us standing our ground.
Just the 6 of you standing your ground with all the extras lying either wounded or unconscious around you.
Obviously unconscious because someone's got a card.
And the Kieran captain needs a spirit roll at -4, or they're going to fall back towards their ship. Oh!
I'm not doing that.
Right, so he's refusing to give up and sounds a further charge.
I think at this point I'm going to argue we have left the realms of mass battle. Shove those tokens on. It's time to muller them.
Well, we can always just go and
Muller
move
them.
it.
We can do
move
something
it.
with yogurt.
Muller them.
Yeah, just go into the charge roll. Just jump off the walls into charge.
Well, then we will run what's left as a quick combat then.
Oh god, that's just as bad.
You asked for it.
Let's go for
okay.
If you want to continue it as a mass battle, I just thought, to be honest, if it's not a mass battle anymore, then you know what I mean. But if you want to carry it on as a mass battle, I'd rather.
All right. You'll have to bear with me while the GM loads.
Sorry.
Well, next time I was going to cast darkness around them. I was going to call it this really thick. Do that.
Well, let's see. Where are we? We will go with.
You could just use the map we're on, but fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this map will do. I mean, the actual wall has been knocked down completely, so
yeah. I mean, we don't need it as a tactical map as such. You know what I mean. The terrain doesn't matter so much. I'm thinking.
No, not really. That's all right. We'll. I'm just getting a map available. Let's get rid of that. We don't need the Wraith on a combat map. That would be silly. I just need to get a number of Kieran soldiers, which I didn't have ready.
If it's easy to do it as a quick battle, let's do it as a quick battle.
No, it's all right. I've got some Kieran soldiers.
Can
somewhere.
you stop trying to back up from each other? Because it's driving me potty.
Oh, shut up.
After you. Quit doing the Chippendale crap.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm just
There's
trying to be
Kieran.
nice, so I'm getting all the. All I'm doing is getting the nice out of me for when I'm GMing.
You're both
To me,
trying
to
to be
me,
nice.
to you, to me, to you.
No,
It's a
I'm getting
total
the
balance.
nice out of
It's
me.
Chuckle
I'm getting the
Brothers.
nice out of me so I can be a complete tosspot when I start GMing again.
But you're not.
Well,
You think
that's why
you are, but you're really not. You're a softie.
This is a
You're
nasty
teddy bear.
This is a nasty campaign that's coming up. I have to be evil, so.
Good luck with that.
Say
Right,
the
that one will
GM's prayer.
He keeps that evil GM thing just, to motivate himself because that's really difficult.
Ah. That makes more sense.
I am a GM, hear me roar.
I thought that was the demonic familiar that the half undead guys got.
Uh,
Yeah, you just quack
The
it.
whole tone of the campaign just changed radically just because I picked it. I happened to load it when he had a duck selected.
Yeah, and we're not going back and change it. And the funny thing is, I'm going to play the character deadly serious.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. It's the best way to do it. That's how you play comedy, isn't it? Deadpan.
It's completely deadpan and completely serious.
Well, the Harrow deck's been fixed, so we're using the Harrow deck. The only problem is I did make a Savage Worlds version of the Harrow module, but technically can't sell that, so 20 version. But it means you get the Harrow deck if you want.
Yeah.
It's just obviously it still references all the details. The reference module, but these Moon's made it work, so it loads in Savage Worlds.
Right then. So, because Kralamos wants to do it this way, here's the remains of the huts and such like within the compound.
I love it. It's a nice map.
The Kierans have made their way in.
Okie dokie. Right. Now we can. Or die horribly. Who knows?
Or die horribly. Who can tell? And we will redeal.
Pardon me.
Oh, and look at that. Who's got a joker?
Josiah.
Josiah has a joker.
Okay, and it's +2 for all power activations for the remainder of this encounter. And that's both my adventure cards used up already.
So, Josiah.
Josiah. I think Josiah's going to hobble away here.
Okay.
I just redrew my card and got a joker.
Ooh. Well, I'd best give everybody a Benny then. There you go.
That was a very worthwhile Benny spend.
It was.
Oh, that's unusual. So Josiah, right, is going to use work the room for to say get him as he hobbles off. He's very battered and bruised, and
so you've got a +2 bonus to one person. Who's that going to be?
So we are already on +2 to trait rolls.
No, you're not. You're on Kralamos is on +2 to activate arcane powers.
And so's Taris is, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so let's give, because Cray's on the Joker, so let's give Cray +2.
Thank you. That will stop my fatigue.
+2 support. Go. There they are! Quick, kill them all! And then he mumbles something else which you don't hear, and then he hobbles off.
Okay. Where's he hobbling off?
10 feet squares.
Oh, it's because I'm doing the map quickly.
So just times your pace by 10.
There's only one problem with that. That's my code template.
How come I'm down out exposed in the open?
That's a large, and there's only one problem. That's a large burst template.
Oh, shut up.
If you open up into the map template and then you change the square increment from 10 to change it to 1,
I already have.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So Cray.
Yes. Sorry, I was being.
Oh, that was I love the
adorable little template.
Yeah, the baby template. It was so cute, wasn't it?
You can have them back if you want.
No.
Okay. Let me see. That would be 11. 1, 2, 3, Well, as I can't get anywhere close. I'm going to... Mind you, he said to give me a plus to his action, but I haven't got any flipping distance weapons, have I? Or have I?
Lots of vines and stuff. You can swing in something and swing out.
You can do tests.
Oh, I've got a throwing knife. Okay, fine. I'm going to swing up onto this roof, climb over to this side, and I'm going to throw a throwing knife at Empire Soldier 2.
Go on then.
How about these?
Oh, hang on a moment. I'm hoping this is going to be the right modifier.
Yes.
You
Nice.
Oh, hey.
What to be sneezed at?
Did you put in the +2 bonus from...
For the hit roll, yes. For the damage roll, no. Is that correct?
That's correct. That was just if you hadn't put it in, you'd have got a raise. So you have shaken him.
I have.
So your dagger causes him to duck.
I was totally expecting somebody to make the quack sound effect then.
But he recovers from being shaken.
He ducked, did he?
He did duck.
There
Feel well, sorry. Bennies must flow. Thank you. Aha! Mr. Section D himself says the bellies must flow.
Haha.
Hey, cheers out.
Right, thanks to your combat acrobat there, that wasn't a raise that he hit you with, Craycold, as he shot you back with his musket.
I think I'm still going to be soaking.
He did, however, still cause 3 wounds.
Ooh.
Ow.
Ow, ow, ow. Good job you just got that extra penny.
Yeah.
And you got the Joker bonus.
Did it apply the Joker bonus?
It did, so that soaked 1 of the wounds.
I'm going to see if I can improve on 1.
Apparently not.
One more attempt. Apparently not. Okay. I guess I'm just soaking 1.
Mm.
I do hate this 10-minute. I do hate this 10-minute healing rule.
Yeah.
Right, where's this fella? Right. Oh, he can see Cray as well. And let's face it, he's just going to shoot the one he can see.
Yeah, I have made myself a beautiful target.
Well, you're standing there up on a roof.
Yep. Oh, come on! Would you stop rolling so stupidly high?
Crimson Pro next week, guys.
Blame the RNG. It's not me.
I nearly did a spit take then. Thanks for that.
Right, so that's going to be quite a lot of wounds. That's 3 more wounds on your Cray.
Hey,
Now, you've got 2 bennies, or do you want to save them for the incapacitation table?
I'm going to at least try 1.
Okay. You do need to soak 2 wounds at least to stay up.
You might be better off saving them for the incapacitation table, you know.
I'm going to save 1 for that. Oh, we should save them both, but never mind. Okay, fine, I'm incapped. So I get onto the roof, I run across the roof, I throw the knife, I get shot, and I fall off the roof dramatically like an old west.
You do, and you are bleeding out unless you want to re-roll that.
Yeah, I do.
So spend a benny and make a vigor roll.
That's with the Joker bonus as well.
Yeah.
Do I need to add 2 to this figure roll?
Nope, you just make it, because the Joker will still apply. Well, that's merely a fail.
Probably an injury, isn't it?
That's just a permanent injury, but you're not bleeding out. So let's see where you are. Oh, would you like to roll on the injury table to see what happens until your wounds are healed?
I can think of nothing I'd rather do.
Go on then.
Oh!
Oh, you've lost your right leg.
I thought that was going to be a head for a second there.
Everybody on here, that's got to be the worst for Craig.
Poor Cray.
Gray is screaming loudly and repeatedly. And
To be
swearing.
honest, it's 50 fathoms. You're supposed to have wooden legs.
Yeah. You don't have to be unconscious. You're just out of the fight until somebody heals you. Screaming and yelling and just being generally ignored by everybody else that's fighting.
I mean, I'd heal you, but it takes 60 combat rounds.
All right.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm just not going
annoying.
to try anything else at my -5 penalty.
Well, the Kieran commander has ordered a charge, or at least an advance, and this one advances and fires at Taris Tun, but misses. Up comes this one alongside him.
You're level 16, low wolf.
No, technically she is bleeding out though, isn't she?
No.
Really?
Cray, yeah.
They are.
Well, Cray's a he, but
Yeah, and I'm a
Crazy.
they.
that's Taris shaken by incoming musket fire.
Because Fry isn't here to save the day, that's the problem.
That must be it. Blame Fry.
We need some more fry.
Oh, he can see Josiah from there.
I'm not blaming Fry, I'm saying we need Fry to save us. He's been last week he was the
right,
roller
now
extraordinary.
Now
Yeah.
remember.
Well, that's a miss.
Maybe it's respond better in 3 days, being as then it's Friday.
I'll give that to Solimas because that might be. It might be. I didn't realise I had that one.
Well, he doesn't really get anywhere he can see anybody.
Just sort of group him into a sort of large area that Taris and I could hit up with very spherical objects.
That does appear to be vaguely what they're doing. They're advancing in line, aren't they?
Has Craig got any adventure cards left?
Cars, yes. Plays, no.
Ah.
There's Josiah shaken by an incoming musket ball. No, you need to reload. He's going to come down here. Oh, he can see Kralemos. But misses by the looks of things.
Oh.
Stuff. I got stunned though. Stunned.
He can see Josiah. Misses. And then we're on to Solimas. There's musket balls flying all around.
Is our final last stand? It does feel like a last stand, doesn't it?
Mm.
I am quite happy to see a very large burst template sort of waiting for deployment on the map.
You go before me, so I might not get a chance to use it, but that's okay. You do what you gotta do.
Well, Solimas, you've still got your conviction going. So, what are you going to do?
Don't know. Maybe you should taunt these fuckers and make them run away. Rabble rouse.
You can taunt them and make them. You can taunt them and make them vulnerable.
Yes, taunt them and make them vulnerable, please.
You can taunt with a medium burst template. So, where would you like to taunt? Oh, templates everywhere.
At least we're all using different colors.
If you turned off snap to grid, it would be
Everybody's
easy
trying to
to
put
move it.
templates everywhere.
Yeah, let me turn
We're
off
all planning things.
It's like
there we go.
it's like the
Snap to grid is now off. But yeah, sorry, this was a very quickly done map.
So
It's
I can,
fine.
yeah, there you go. There's 4 of them. I can.
Well, you can target them all and roll taunt.
How many times can we give bennies?
Have we just got bennies given? Have we?
Oh well. He's in there. He's in chat asking how many pennies.
As many times you like.
As many times as he can say it, man. No,
Many times as you can see.
it's like once. Dazwog's rule is not more than once an hour. I don't know how he tries.
No, I don't stick to that, especially if the party's getting mullered. So it's only a joke I put in. I don't mind.
Oh,
I'm going to remember that next time. No, once per hour maximum.
I'm prepared to downgrade that by 50%.
So what is that? Taunt.
Yeah, that's a taunt. I'm quite happy for Alan to let the bennies flow again. That's fine. I will possibly.
You might just have to. You might have to put on the end and the GM too this time, Alan.
No, it's all right.
Let the bennies flow then. Let the bennies flow then.
These are flown. Right, so
Benny dance.
Right, so the first.
What's not shaken, I'll make vulnerable as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one's vulnerable. That one. When you said that his mother was a whore, shouted back, "Yeah, and."
Fair enough.
But you've made a number of them vulnerable as they're looking at you and
4, 5,
cursing
and 7.
back at you, calling you some kind of squid face.
I am a squid face.
I know they're not very good at insults. This lot.
So
You've made a group of them vulnerable.
The only real question. Oh, I suppose actually, if I do it that way, the problem is, I assume if it's going through the house, it ain't going to work, is it?
Oh, not necessarily. It's an area effect, isn't it? It'll wash around.
Maybe I just blow the house away, basically. Wash the house away with it.
Cover counts as armor against an area effect attack.
It does. Hang on. Yes, ignore that one. I'm still. Let's try again.
He's jiggering.
I'm jiggering. That's a move. I go. I can't get all 4 because I don't. I wish I had given myself a nice. Well, I could stun them, but they get bigger rolls. I think I need to hurt them, so I think I might go this. I think I might let Taris do a nice blast that side. I think I'm gonna go this way. I need to sort of. Hang on. I was gonna say. I need to probably be. That's okay. There's fine. I can work out. I was just trying to work out where I needed to be to see what's going on, and then I can work out where I am. So if I went from there to there, so there we go. Sorry, it's only because I couldn't see around the building.
You run up to around the side of the building.
You got better targets over there anyway.
I do, yeah.
Rip with an ice blast.
Let me see. Icy water, AP4. It might be wearing armor. Can I see? Are they wearing any apparent armor?
Are the soldiers wearing apparent armor? That is a very good question. And the answer is, I can't remember. So I can't remember.
I'm thinking conquistadors. They might have breastplates on or something. You know what I mean?
I'm just having a look. They do appear to have some light plate breastplates on.
That's fine. That's all I say. If they've got hidden armor, I can live with that. So yes, it will be. I will fire an icy water blast so those ice splinters hit them. It's cost me more power points. That's all. Okay, let's see.
That being said, whoever programmed in this particular module appears to have added that directly to their toughness rather than putting it in as armor. I don't know who did the 50 fathoms module.
Oh, that was done years ago. So. In that case,
you've hit them all raises.
Okie dokie. Let's do the damage.
Well, the first one's blown away. The second one is ripped to shreds by ice shards. As is the third.
Yeah,
And the
I'm
last
quite
one
happy with
nearly,
that.
yeah, the last one nearly got away with it, and then he looked up over the corpse of his mate and got the last single ice shard right in
Right
his
through the
eye.
face. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I need to spend the power points now. Which takes me down to 4. That was 6 power points, but oops, 6 power points well spent, I think.
Absolutely. 4 of the Kieran soldiers shredded.
Now I'm going to spend a penny to get my. I'm going to spend 2 pennies, one to maintain my conviction, and one to get my power points back.
Seems like a plan. Let's just remove these 4 poor unfortunate souls.
That's for the A1.
Oh, you've already given us the bennies, so don't give us again, Davis. But the whole conversation was let the bennies flow. I'm claiming common bond with Kay. Tab doesn't need them clearly.
Thanks. Right, Terrace
I
turn.
approve.
Woohoo! Harris unshakes.
Indeed. So what are you going to do, Taris?
I think half the village is about to explode.
Fry has just come round from being unconscious at the end of the fight, by the looks of things.
Well, he did take a couple levels of fatigue after all.
He did. He'll be able to get involved in the
Join
next
the
round.
couple of levels of fatigue club.
There's one of them back here that I can't see that is in the burst.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to target him. I can target the ones I can see.
Yep. Let's see which ones you've got targeted. You've got 4, 5, and 9.
And I think it'll be 7.
It is 7 you need to target as well. Let's see if I can get that one targeted for you.
And then Terrace mumbles something and does a little swirly motion with her pointer finger and throws a bunch of whipping wind at him.
And 2 of the huts just vaporized at the same time by the look of things.
Mm.
Oh, look at that. It's such a huge dice roll. It had to pause in mid-roll.
Yeah, so whatever, let's see. That's...
It raises,
they
although
got-
it didn't
they
register
got-
it.
yeah,
So they're
they
all
got-
they're all distracted.
Sorry, my doctor got right over my face and gave me kisses. It was a bit.
And then, because you've got the raise, they need strength rolls at -2. Or go flying. So let's start with number 4.
Oh, I should have guessed it's Havoc. I thought it was Farble.
Right, so roll 2d6 to see how far number 4 goes flying. Straight through a building.
Don't forget, they travel away from the centre, which means you can actually explode them into your own.
Yeah, well, that one goes straight past the front of Kralamos through a building, so we'll do 2d6 damage to him.
Oh, nicely done.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
We did just go through a building, didn't they? So,
Yeah, you've knocked him through a building.
and then he hit another building.
Then he hit another building at the end. So he's taken out. Right.
I think it was appropriate for that one.
Yes, definitely. Right, number 5. Is number 5 alive? That's the question we all want to know.
It's number 5. That's so very.
And another 2d6 for him as he goes flying up. Now, based on where the centre was, if this goes far enough, he's going to hit Kralimos.
I was just thinking that. Yes. He's gonna hit me, I think.
Kralimos, I'd like an agility roll from you, please.
As I get hit in the face
Oh,
by
hey, I
a
didn't see
flying
where they were
Kieran.
gonna fly to. We got all these buildings and crap in the way.
I think I might just take. Cranimus just takes half a step back, coolly and calmly.
Yeah. And we'll assume that there was enough building left there that he does still. In fact, I think he hits. Yeah, he hits that little hut at the end there. So 2d6 damage on him as he goes through a couple of buildings.
I do love Savage Worlds. It's so much fun.
That's a wound on him.
We got combat, like regular combat.
Poor soldiers. Right, who have we got next? Number 7.
The one I couldn't actually see, he just got because the wind swirled.
He was just there anyway, yeah.
Well, the wind swirled, so he got caught in the whirl.
Okay, give me a 2d6 for him. I think he might be going over this bit here is kind of the edge of the cliff, down towards the bay.
There's my attempt to do goofy scream.
Yeah, so he's off the board. And we all know what happens when you fall off the board. You're dead.
He goes for a swim, right?
Yes, he goes for a swim.
It's not nice to fool with Mother Nature.
And does Empire Soldier number 9 manage to keep his feet? Go on, somebody's got to. No, he does not. Let's just see how far he flies as well. I think he might be in the bay too. And yeah, that.
Yes, I love the force of the winds. I still had some movement left, so I'm going to step back a little bit.
Yep. Where are you moving back to?
I don't know, I was trying to take my template off and...
There you go, now try.
Just back a bit.
Okay, so...
By the way, somebody's going to have to get to Cray really quickly. It's initiative for the next round. I'm booing myself for.
No, Cray's not bleeding out. He's just incapacitated with a permanent injury. Benny was spent.
Yes.
Benny was spent.
Much bleeding out as screaming out loudly.
Yeah, exactly.
Repeatedly.
Cray is not bleeding out anymore. He is just basically holding the remains of his leg that got shredded.
Yeah, I believe I'm going.
A beautiful leg! So the captain charges forward at Kralamos, shouting, "If I don't take her back, it'll be my head instead!"
Yours and hers.
Obviously, Kralamos brings up his bone sword to protect himself from the charging captain. As unlike other games, I can cast spells with swords in my hands.
Indeed. However, he
hits me.
sees you raising the parry, twists his blade at the last second, and then stabs it into you.
Ooh, with a wild attack, the bounder. But I do.
Know what?
I turn and block the blow at the last second, but it does still take me aback. The force of the attack.
Yes, it does. And then the last of the Kierans. Well, he's just going to move to there into some cover. He's seen what Taris can do.
I wanted to hit him, but I didn't. I couldn't. So I went the other side and spreaded the poor sods.
So he's going
Like
to...
that cover saved any of them, right?
Mm-hmm. So he shoots Taris with his pistol.
That's a bit evil.
This may not be Shadowrun, but he's still thinking Geek the Mage. That's 2 wounds. That's 2 wounds on Taris from a carefully aimed pistol shot.
I'll try one more time.
I don't think I've ever seen a party so beat up. Except when I'm
that's
running
good.
Night Train. It's the only time I ever see a party get beat up.
Taris finally wounded. So, next round.
Damn it!
Don't forget to take Fry off hold. Don't forget to take Fry off hold.
Oh, good point. Well, let's take Fry off hold and deal him a card. And Solimas gets everybody a Benny, because Solimas has got the Joker.
Solimas is great. Come on, give Fry the Joker. Give Fry the Joker. Damn it.
Fry does not have a Joker.
Suits you.
Suits you, sir. I can't really... there's only one card well, there's 3 cards that beats the captain, but the odds of me getting one is probably not worth trying for.
What am I going to do? The captain is vulnerable already, so I'm going to shoot the bastard. That's what I'm going to do.
Go on, then. Let's roll a 1.
You have to beat his parry.
I would... Well, yeah, if you could shake him or distract him, I'd be very happy.
However, ranged attacks could be particularly devastating.
Yes, especially as the trait roll there was a 1. And I'm afraid...
You have to miss, though, don't you?
But he has missed.
Hit.
No, he hit.
No, he didn't. He rolled a 3 on the wild die. The wild die rolled a fail. It's only the fact that the captain is vulnerable that would have turned that into a hit. So I'm afraid that hits an innocent bystander.
Yeah, that's a miss.
That is a miss, which means you've hit Kralamos instead.
Really? That makes no sense.
You rolled a 1.
You're shooting into melee.
Yeah, you're shooting into melee. You rolled a 1 on the trait die, and your wild die rolled less than a 4.
Well, no.
Then I've got a Joker bonus +2, which makes
exactly.
it not a +4, so you can't just ignore the Joker bonus, yeah? What's the point of having a Joker bonus if it doesn't count?
And you've got a wound and you've got a fatigue penalty, which cancels out your Joker bonus.
Yeah, so the 2
Spend
of
the
the ones
Benny.
there,
Spend the Benny.
yeah, I'll spend a penny, yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
I mean, technically, that's not a miss, though, because they did actually come up by a hit, though, didn't it?
It did. I'd have given it hitting both of them. But that will just hit him with a raise.
I don't care if you kill the captain in front of me. I really don't mind.
We didn't do the raised dice. Hang on.
Well, roll an extra d6 then.
And Benny the crap out of this.
I'm
So
going
that's
to Benny
12.
the damage. I'm Benny it.
Don't forget to turn on the raise before you Benny the damage this time.
Yeah. Turn on the raise and Benny the damage.
It's not 7 Bennies. Yes, there's a 6 in there. That's more like it.
Happy with 2 wounds.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
32 points of damage. Lovely.
Thunk.
So that was a shot in the eye.
It was
It was,
indeed.
and he's bleeding out.
I'm very happy with
Well
that
done.
one.
Kralamos.
Okay. I think I'm going to be okay. I forgot to add the +2 last turn. I forgot to add the +2 on, didn't I? Oh no, I think I did actually.
You did.
Okay. I think so first things first, just going to remind myself something how it happens.
You want to get to Cray and patch him up.
I can't do anything until the fight's over. It takes 10 minutes to patch up.
You can do just a normal healing roll and a round to stabilize and bring somebody round.
Okay, then I will probably do that. Is that a magic? I don't have the healing skill. Don't forget, I only have magical
Then,
healing.
then you'd be doing it unskilled if you tried.
Exactly, that was the point I was trying to make. Yes. What's it called? What's a coup de grace called in?
Finishing blow.
Finishing blow. Thank you. I can't remember how it works. Finishing move. Repeat helps the victim. That in for force, some action automatically. Okay, so I'm taking. Obviously, I was happy to take a multi-action. So it's my first action. I put my bone sword through the captain's throat.
Okay, the captain is dead. He is no more. He has ceased to be. He is not merely pining for the Coca Mountains.
Okay, I will then. Did Cray land on the roof, or did the roof collapse with?
I slid off the roof and landed on the floor.
Which
Okay,
is
so-
fortunate because then Taris completely exploded the building, which would have thrown Cray
I would
all
I was
over the
thinking
place.
that exactly.
I'd
So
be
the
about
point
there, I imagine.
the point, basically the same as I've done before. Kralamus knows he can't do anything to help Cray at the moment. However, he will defend Cray with his life, and then he'll bolt this guy over here. So this is my second action. I got a +2 bonus from the card I played earlier, and now I'm going to bolt this bugger in the face. I think It's going to be an ice bolt.
Right. Well, you've hit him.
Will do. I mean, it's a 5 power point bolt, so I'm happy with that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's probably going to be a very dead. Oh yes. He
Down to
freezes
14.
and then shatters.
And yeah, in my turn.
Right, who are we on to now? We're on to Taris.
Oh,
Taris
bollocks.
remains shaken.
I
Unless you
forgot,
are many.
I forgot to do that, but
I'm
could you give me conviction back? I forgot to do that before I ended my turn.
I
Sorry.
can.
Thank you.
And you're unshaking Taris. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna yell at him. You shot me! That takes nerve.
Oh, and you bolt him back.
And then
Oh!
Actually, let her
Oh!
He shot me!
Well, you would be making a roll to see if he catches on fire, but I think what you've done there is you cast your firebolt right
immolated
into
him.
his pouch, right into his pouch of powder on his side,
Yes, awesome.
and he has exploded and covered a wide area in bits of splattered tracker.
That'll teach him to shoot me.
Have a
Right,
decent
Fry.
explosion, huh? Oh, well.
Whoops, I advanced it and then you did, so...
Yeah, Fry, you've come round in the middle of Kieran's soldiers being exploded everywhere.
I was going to say, I don't see a whole lot left for Fry to do.
No,
He'll go ahead and step to here and try and harpoon this last soldier.
okay.
You stare at the pair of smoking boots over there as you do it, of course. Always a pair of smoking boots.
I'm afraid you have missed.
Yeah, let's go ahead and Benny that one.
I mean, you're
Okay,
only-
not my miss.
even after that one, you've only got 11 bennies left.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be cutting it close, but there we go. Oh, that might even be a raise.
That
I don't think
is.
you've got enough bennies at 11, you know.
What do you mean? I still only have double digits.
I said I don't think you've got enough. I think you need more.
And that
Right,
last-
I only have double digits.
Exactly.
Off.
That last poor soldier gets a harpoon to the belly and is dragged in, and presumably Fry will finish him off.
This was what the mass combat sucked.
I would like a battle roll from Kralimos and a boating roll from Josiah, please. Mind you, the boating roll from Josiah may not matter.
Unless it really matters. Unless obviously, I'll wait and see what the result of the battle roll is. But I suspect it's going to stop me spending 10 minutes on healing Cray, isn't it?
Possibly not.
Well, I don't have enough power points to heal a permanent injury.
No. You probably know where there are people that can.
would it help if we had some healing herbs?
Have you got any
Might
card
do.
plays left?
It might help if you had healing herbs.
Don't have any card plays left. No, I need 23 power points to heal a permanent.
If
a crippling
anybody
injury.
else has got a card play left and you pass them that card,
Well, there just happens to be. Is there not some healing herbs in like that bush over there?
Oh well, what
I have
I'll
got a card to play. I haven't played a card.
Do you know what I'll let you find with that hidden stash if you want, Josiah? You can find that the Kieran captain had a heart's blood potion on him that hasn't been destroyed,
Ooh.
which can heal but a single wound, but also can heal a permanent injury as well.
Ooh, okay, that saves me having to spend 23 power points, which I would have done if I had them.
the Loy thing in his kit supposed to be good, isn't he? Or I'll hand it over to Callum.
Right. So whoever's got the flesh wound card, now's the time to play it.
I don't know if we still got it. Because we dealt new cards at the beginning.
Well, does anybody have the flesh wound card?
Oh, there
we go.
There it is.
Hey! So, with a bit of time spent,
Yes.
you're able to.
Yeah. Go for it. Shut up.
Takes several hours of like bandaging wounds and putting splints on and what have you. But while some of them are still walking wounded, there's actually been nobody killed on your side in the battle. Perhaps thanks to the strength of the stockade and the fact that you had a defensive position, even though many people were injured. Nobody has died. Cray, with the benefit of the magic potion, your leg is healed, though you're still limping for a while.
We ought to take my conviction off, haven't we?
Yes, we're going to take conviction off.
Okay.
I want to be in the hammock with a bottle of rum.
Okay, that's one. That's on Solimas. That's Solimas's wound back. And
You will get. You can do 5 healing rolls, Kralamos.
Okay, that's I'm not. It's obviously that's 10 minutes wasted, but anyway. Fatigue's a bugger. That's 1 wound off Josiah.
Mm-hmm.
Brings me down to 2. I mean, I keep rolling 7s anyway, but it doesn't matter. That's 1 wound off Cray.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 1 healing left. Probably the captain,
Taris?
really, isn't it? Oh, Taris. I didn't notice Taris, sorry.
Mm. Failed on Taris.
I'm going to have to Benny that one, aren't I? Failed on Taris.
Right, so after an hour or so, you've healed up as much as you can in that time, and
Indeed. Obviously, yeah,
Where is-
obviously, yeah. Sorry, I'm shutting up, sorry.
the surviving soldiers have helped those that were knocked unconscious, and you've gathered together piles of the bodies, but realistically, Vittoria is a loss. Angus McBride says he's probably ready to leave, but of course there is the small problem of the Kieran cutter that is blockading the bay.
Is there anyone in it?
Well,
there's
Kralamos has just said something.
Every time I tried to say it, I was interrupting the GM, so I ducked. Well, it's the flesh wound card to get our Marines.
Good idea.
Okay, there's a possibility on this one, the storm spell.
So those uniforms may be a little big for me, though.
You could be a prisoner, Fry.
If I were to call up a storm at the edge of the bay near where the cutter is. I mean, I know it covers more ground than that. But
Well, Fry
close
can
enough to
swim there.
Also, the fact the uniforms might be a little battered and dishevelled may well work in the fact that we can always claim that obviously we lost the captain and that they're coming for us, so then we can all book, and then we'll book. Mind you, it's not even going to. I think 2 Kraken might give it away as well, so it's down to the humans, isn't it? I mean, the Kraken will just.
Funny.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Well, humans and Massaquani are very similar, aren't they?
This is very true.
Physical appearance. So I'm thinking the Fry, Solimas, and Palamos, I think, will just swim underneath the rowboat. The whoever wants to board the ship in the Kieran uniforms, you got with the Marines will put in the Kieran uniforms, and whoever wants to go across can put on the uniforms. And Solimas, myself, and Fry will just swim under the boat with you. And while you're boarding one side, we'll board on the other. How's that sound?
Boring? Boarding? No. Sorry, that was a terrible joke and I shouldn't have bothered.
Fired.
But Cray, I thought boarding ships was something you really liked to do.
I like to do it when I'm not this bollocks, so I think it makes more sense for me to stay out of this, but I think the actual plan itself's great.
You do know that if you're the first one aboard, you will get a Benny.
Oh, I'm 2 points of fatigue.
I'm on
And
2
a
points of
wound.
fatigue. I mean,
I
we could all
won't
rest
write
for we could all rest for an hour before we go back.
You can.
Alright, that would help.
Right, so you can rest for an hour, recovering your bumps and bruises, while you make a plan about plan of how to board this this Kieran ship.
Do I match the colour of any of the crew that were?
Let's
The 2 crack
see.
have been released. They've never been contained.
That's
That's a no. I'm afraid none of the Kieran Massaquani are bright yellow.
Well, then I better camouflage my skin to a more
Okay.
appropriate colour.
The girl that they came to take back to the Kirin Empire, was she Massaquani?
Yes,
She is Massaquani, yes.
but she's not going aboard that ship.
No, she's not, but I'm going to borrow her clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, clever.
Because we don't know for sure that they know her on site.
Sorry, someone just said release the Quacken.
And I will go back as the prisoner of whatever humans decide they want to get on board. And say we lost a good many, but they can go back and say, well, we lost a good many, but we got the girl, let's get the hell out of here. Type deal.
Yeah, she thinks that's a good idea, though she does say she's perfectly happy to go herself
No, that's all right.
as part of the distraction. And just give her a knife, and she'll happily fight once she gets there as well.
Yeah, if anything happens to you, our lives aren't worth a plug nickel. You just stay here and tend to these men who, might need some assistance or whatever, and have our ship ready to go the minute you seem pretty good at organizing things. You stay back here and organize the ones we've left behind.
Very well. I'll get the walking wounded onto your ship then.
Okay, and then I borrow an outfit from her in this hour that we're killing and switch clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Bandage my wound as best I'm able.
Right. So retaking or taking the Kieran cutter, as there are very few of them, and you've got the benefit of subterfuge. You've got Kieran disguises. We will do this as a quick combat, but I will give you a +2 bonus to your rolls for the subterfuge and preparedness that you have.
Yeah, so somebody asked when will the Quacken being released, and I've just said in chat, if that happens,
We're all duck.
We'll all be ducked.
We'll all be ducked. Yeah, it's a full plan.
Right, so nobody's got a club, so nobody has a complication. Josiah has a joker, giving everybody an extra Benny. So Josiah, you're rowing in the Kieran's longboat with the Marines, and Taris disguised as Rana Racing over to the Kieran ship. How are you going with the subterfuge or fighting to take control of the Kieran cutter from the few remaining crew? And you can have that Benny back, Solomas, because there are no enemies. This is a quick combat.
Okay.
So what's it going to be, Josiah?
Well, Josiah is knowing the layout. I'm going to have a look at their rigging, and when our ship comes alongside, I'm going to berth it in a position that the swivel gun, if there's got any swivel guns, they can't reach.
Sounds good to me. That's definitely a use of boating.
And the rigging actually blocks her line of sight for the watch crew.
Good plan. So boating with an extra +2 on top of the joker for your subterfuge and disguises.
So let's just.
Nicely done. So you pull up alongside the Kieran cutter. using the cutter itself to block the view of the watch, and you make sure that the swivel guns are not going to be able to fire down on you. Kralamos, you were swimming underneath, weren't you?
Indeed. So then basically, basically climb up the side of the boat and wait until the focus is on the other side, then vault over the top and just lay into the remaining Kieran sailors with my bone sword and no mercy.
Well,
Obviously.
since you've got a +2 for the subterfuge, that 6 becomes an 8, which is a raise. So you come out that completely unscathed.
Thank you.
Taris, you are disguised as Rana Racing, and you're sat looking like you're tied up and a captive on board the
And
the
I'm
longboat.
cursing these guys a blue streak about, wait till my father gets their hands on them, that they're just vile scum, blah, 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 while I toss a havoc into the middle of the ship.
Okay, well that's going to be spellcasting then, and you get a +2 for the subterfuge because they're not
Want
expecting.
spell casting, or do you want me to cast havoc?
Cast havoc, but it's yep. But you'll get a +2 because they're not expecting a spell to come from the senator's daughter, who they don't believe is spellcaster.
I'm gonna Benny at one time.
Mm-hmm.
I would. You want 6, or even better, an 8.
Oh, marvelous! You send a number of the remaining Kierans flying through the air into the water, which might give Fry and Solomas something to do with them as they splash down. And in fact, Fry is up next, and Fry, it's raining targets.
Hallelujah.
It's throwing them to you.
Actually,
You don't gotta go
Fry, as they're rowing up, Fry is going to is going to climb up and start doing things like carefully taking weapons off of these guys and throwing them over behind
I like
us.
it.
That sounds like a thievery or a stealth thing to me.
That is definitely a stealth thing, yes.
It should be pointed out, Kralamos will not. Oh, that's okay. That doesn't matter then.
Probably my stealth just blew him off his feet. He didn't see it coming.
No, I think he just got
you-
stabbed.
No, I think we can tie that in with Taris's race. So you've just snuck up behind one of these guys, and you're very carefully pulling the pistol out of its holster. And of course, most black powder weapons were kept loaded. And just as you're pulling it out, that's where the havoc spell goes off, and you go flying through the air along with the sailor, and your thumb catches on the trigger, and you shoot yourself in the gut. And I'm afraid a critical failure on a crit combat is D4 wounds.
Oh.
So roll a D4, please, Fry.
He's incapacitated himself.
You have incapacitated yourself, I'm afraid, Fry.
You can soak though, can't you?
You can soak. You might want to soak, because you can soak before the critical failure from the incapacitation.
Yeah, let's soak.
Wow.
Crit failed incap roll too. Jeez
Tell me,
Louise.
has anybody
Okay.
been breaking mirrors lately, or walking under ladders, or anything?
You've got
right,
10
right, hang
pennies.
on,
I
hang on.
suggest you
Right.
use them.
We got lots of bennies, dude.
That's it. That's the way to do it.
That's not at -4, so that is a
That's-
success. You would have soaked 1. Are you happy with
That's
soaking 1, or do you want to keep going?
I'd stop, mate. Just stop. Stop.
Let me go ahead and throw one more,
If
just
you
just
can fail
because.
this, you're dead.
Oh, I know. It's called pushing your luck. That's what Fry is all about.
Yeah, if you rolled a 1 and a 2 there, you nearly died.
I know. That's why I stopped.
Okay, so Fry accidentally shoots himself in the stomach as Taris sends havoc just as he's got hold of that pistol. Solomas, if you're still in the water, it is raining, well, Kieran targets and bits of Fry.
Shall I just get on the boat, or does Fry need a hand?
Well, Fry has survived, just badly injured. But what are you doing as the Kieran sailors are dropping into the water? Are you clambering onto the boat to fight the ones up there? Are you finishing the ones,
I just
being
see,
aquatic?
where is Fry? Is he in the water too?
Fry's probably up on the
You
boat.
can't
but,
really do much to Fry because we're all doing the same thing at the same time. This is
well, I'm
what,
just
what
coming
you're
up on the
doing in the
boat then,
fight. Yeah.
I'm just coming up into the boat and bashing people on the head of my or shooting them, whatever needs to be done.
Oh, you could even
Combat.
just it's a quick combat. You could even stay in the water and use your athletics to drag them underwater and drown them because you're
Yeah,
classic
that's what
men
I'll
off.
do then. Of course.
So do
I'm
an
a Swede,
athletics
I'm
roll
going
then.
to drown the bastards. Yeah.
Yeah, do an athletics roll to grab those that have been thrown overboard and make them drown. Well,
Obviously, that wasn't
They
what
might
I rolled.
stab you as they take you as you take them down.
yeah.
It definitely wasn't what I rolled.
So well,
You
that's-
need a 6. You need a 6
you need a-
to not
you
take
need a
any
6
damage.
to not take any damage. With a 4, you'll take a level of fatigue. That will still be a level of fatigue. As some of them like kick and punch you as you're
I
dragging
think
them.
you just. I think you're just gonna have to admit you're gonna take a point of fatigue.
Bollocks.
He's
So
dead.
Solimas gets stabbed lots as he's pulling them underwater. Roll a d4,
Well,
Solimas.
the
to see how many
shot
wounds you
passed
take.
through Fry and hit him.
Yeah.
Roll is wrong.
Oh my gosh. So do you want to soak those 4 wounds, Solimas? Clearly not.
I told you
Again.
to stop. So you had some pennies left. Oh God. 3 wounds.
Okay. That means
If
you
we
take
get
3
if we
wounds.
get a TPK, it's going to be through our own rolls, you know.
Yeah.
There you go. 7.
So you soak one of the 4 wounds you took, and yeah, maybe the shot did pass straight through Fry and into Solimas's head. Cray.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't the first
So
on
I'm
board,
scared
I'm
to
afraid.
roll.
What do you want to do?
Not tie.
Here come the Reds. Let's face it. Come on.
This is with
Okay.
bonuses. We've had bonuses for this, guys.
Yeah.
Do I have any
Bonuses.
bonuses?
This is
You've got a +2.
unbelievable. We always come
Okay.
we always come up with these fantastic plans that we're getting to
Why is it my,
I'm going
why is it
to-
all my brilliant plans result in crit fails for everyone?
I didn't get a crit fail. Mine came off beautifully.
I'm going to swing on board and pull a rope that unties the sail and drops it on some people.
If you crit fail,
Oh.
you landed in the cannon just as they fired it, just for the record.
Now, since that plays your rope monkey and your acrobat, you can use athletics with an extra +2, so you'll be rolling at +4, and you'll get a free reroll if you don't critically fail. So are you going to take? You going for the free reroll? It didn't critically fail, and that actually gets you. Well, you didn't.
Oh,
have the
that
plus-
didn't give me the +4, so that's actually a 10.
So that is
Yeah.
actually a 10. So Cray does manage that after the several Kierans have been flung overboard. Fry's shot himself in the gut and Solimas in the head at the same time. You drop the sail on the remaining few Kierans, and you have captured a Kieran cutter between you.
Ooh.
We can give this to Angus McBride, and he can go do his thing with his people.
Good
and we
call.
can
I
go
like
about
it,
our
and we can just go on with our
business.
mission. We could
Yes,
actually
I
charge.
agree.
We could actually charge Angus to take the daughter back with him, and then we can carry on with our mission.
Yeah, as, you
That's
know,
also a good idea.
he can have the ship if he takes charge of making sure
Yeah.
she gets something.
If he gives us his word that he will complete our mission for us.
He
Or
will.
the-
He will give you his word as a Scotsman.
That's good enough for me.
In
'Cause-
fact, we'll sell the ship to him.
selling it for him completing our mission, so we can for completing.
I
one
believe
roll.
he's got a box of diamonds somewhere.
He does have a box of diamonds. You're
Well, there
absolutely
you go.
right.
Let's do
Well, there you go.
swapsies then.
He will trade you his box of diamonds for the ship. Is there anything else you'd like from the Kieran cutter?
What's on it?
Two
Let's make
two
sure we're
cannons.
loaded up on shot and powder.
Yes, yeah. He will happily give up 2 cannons to replace the 2 that you blew up in rescuing his people.
Excellent stuff.
So, with that, you have rescued Angus McBride and his party from Torath Kar.
We saved the girl, and we've arranged to get her to safety without interrupting the rest of our mission. Aren't
You
we
have.
brilliant? Of
Aren't
course, we
you
made out of
brilliant?
We paid a hell of a price with all them crit fails, but hey.
But look at what you got for it.
Oh, gee, another advance. I have no idea how to spend.
Well,
Oh,
You're
let's see.
very positive.
has
aren't you?
Josiah got tactician?
No, you've got tactician.
No, but has he already got it? That's what I was asking. Because if he has, there's no point in me getting it. Is there? That's all I was thinking.
I don't have tactician. I
That's okay.
played get savage.
Oh, to
Mhm.
get
To
it.
get
That's
tac-
fine then. That's okay. In the case, I'm happy to keep tactician.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Taris, Josiah, and Solomas could all pick an advance. Everybody else has picked theirs already.
I think we'll spend a couple of days restocking with food and everything, and I'll just spend every day healing everyone up. Except I can't, because actually I can. I just have to spend an extra 10 power points to heal after the golden hour, don't I?
You do. So it's sorry. We will hand wave a few days rest, and the Kieran Cutter had plenty of supplies, so you'll be able to swap supplies between the ships. Give Angus McBride and his crew enough to make their way back to the free towns.
I'm just going to paste in a suggestion for someone who hasn't picked an edge yet from the chat.
Yeah, I actually do have common bond,
And you may notice Fry just got it as well.
but
Oh, yeah.
critical failures you
I
can't
didn't miss
spend
that.
pennies. So
I know. And Solomon's gained vigor.
Mhm.
It's his tough to snap, so the next time he gets shot in the head by Fry, he won't make any difference. Ah, dear. All good fun.
jeez.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye
Or a leg.
Or a leg.
or a leg.
Oh, yeah. That's all good. Right. Now we can go and we can all go and die horribly, can't we?
You really do like this the idea of everybody dying horribly, don't you?
Well, I know where we're going next now.
Where's that?
I need to obviously, to keep with tradition of how we're doing it, I've got to misname it. So we're going to the Floss Slam Sea. There we go.
Crazy.
Everybody gains +1 toughness.
When they're hanging around you, yeah.
There you go. Because we've been pronouncing everything, so there we are.
Yes.
Mispronouncing.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Yes, because we're dips XX, but what is it? You know what I mean.
Indeed.
Mm.
Dyslexic.
Lip discic.
Yeah, one of them.
Let's skip.
I'll just dip in my case.
Sea biscuits? Yeah, we've got plenty of rations.
Absolutely.
You know, it's quite depressing when you consider it's. Hang on, I'm going to have to work this one out because I'm getting old and I can't do it in my head. Yeah, 50. Yeah, it's taken me 52 years to notice that my birthday is actually a palindrome. A palindrome. Oh,
Birthday's a paladin.
As long as I write it in a very specific way.
My middle brother's birthday is a palindrome, both backwards, well, just both back and forwards, and up and down.
How can it be up and down as well?
Because it's that.
Oh, fair enough.
Ah.
So it doesn't work if you actually put the leading zeros in, as is the normal convention.
No, it doesn't. But yeah, his reflects up and down as well, and rotationally for that matter. So you know.
Well, as I say, I only noticed that when I was filling out a form this week. So
Impressive.
only took
Okay,
52
so
years to notice.
I was today years old. Right. So after a few days of rest and recovery, you steel yourself as Kralamos yet again tells you you're all going to die because you've got to go to the Flotsam Sea next. Does
Well, it's
anybody
a-
want to have Kralamos? You're all just used to it now, so yes, shut up, Squidface.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you got to bear in mind, I do have a death wish. That's why I always go on about it.
Well, then your wish is about to come true, so shush.
So, well, maybe it's only 2 or 3 days sailing into the Flotsam Sea. So, support your captain, folks. It's not that far to go now.
Oh, my other point of fatigue's gone. Cool.
Yeah, you've been resting for a few days.
And I've been casting. Actually, I wanted to call it major healing, but of course that's a completely different role set.
Yeah, it's healing with the greater healing modifier.
Yes, I've been casting greater healing on everyone. Basically.
So, well, that's the maximum +4 bonus Josiah's getting there. And is Taris going to be casting Zephyr or holding on to her magic?
Oh, I'll cast Zephyr. Oh, that's I'll usually cast it if we need the help.
I'll see if I can make things worse, shall I?
Oh, I'm gonna Benny that.
And the elements are with you, Taris. So, Josiah, give us a boating roll at +4. Letting you move a move of 7 travel spaces in your first day. You're not heading for the middle of the Flotsam Sea then?
We're meant to be. We're going that way.
Why are we going that way?
Because that's where we got to go to get the last object. Oh no, the plan was to go to back. His plan was to go back, wasn't it? But I think we should just go there and finish it.
Well, that was when you had Rana Racing to take back. But
Yes.
if Angus McBride is taking her back, you don't have to go that way unless you want to escort him.
No, we're going that way.
No, we don't. Just go straight line.
Okay, so heading straight to the Flotsam Sea. Well, you've not hit the edge of the Flotsam Sea yet, so we'll have another day's worth of support without the problems of the storms. That's 1, 2, +3 so far.
Going with my Zephyr.
Not quite a raise on the Zephyr, but you've got a +3 to your boating roll, Josiah, unless Solimas is going to step in to assist as well.
He is, hang on.
And so you've got the full +4. I hear thunder and rain up ahead. Josiah, do we have a boating roll?
On AFK.
Sorry, I was reading the irrational fear of palindromes.
Ah,
That's good. Yes, boating at. Let's just roll boating.
okay. Well, you've had a +4, which gives you the raise, but with a success on the Zephyr, you can move 6 spaces today. And yet again, strangely, or maybe not surprisingly, the seas are empty as you enter the Flotsam Sea. The water now is filled with bits of floating wreckage. The rain is almost constant. While it's not a full-on storm, the going is very difficult. All support rolls are at -2 and boating rolls are at -4. Try and support your captain, this time with -2 penalties, everyone, as you make your way deeper into the Flotsam Sea.
I can't get that to come through the flipping sound.
So Fry is finding it difficult to see through the rain, as is Solomas.
I love this weather.
Cray Cooled is mad. Taris's spellcasting won't be at a penalty, but that still wouldn't have been a raise anyway. And Kralamos assists with the boating, so you've actually got there a +3 to your boating roll, Josiah, which will cancel out. Well, you cancel out 2 points of penalty anyway. So overall, you're rolling at +1.
Don't you think it really clears out the cobwebs, Captain?
Sorry, but I don't take penalties on that.
-1.
Well, you would have been at a -4. You've got ace, which ignores
-2.
2 points of penalties. You've got a +3 bonus.
Yeah.
So
it's mine
effectively,
+1.
you're rolling boating at +1.
Nice. Oh!
And you still got the
Did you
raise.
see
Which,
that one come out there, and I was
oh,
like,
that was. It was like, so you can move 6 spaces
Squeak
today
about.
with the raise from you and a success on the Zephyr from Taris Tun. And I will have notice rolls from all the PCs on the crew, please.
You say notice roll. Is this at
I
-2?
did.
Pretty lightning. Look, it's
This is-
so
this-
nice.
This is not at -2, but Cray, that could be a problem for you. Solomas gets a raise.
Oh, in which
Okay.
case Fry got the success. Okay.
Fry got the success, but Solomas got the best.
Right, his eyeballs burn out.
Because they'll look directly at the lightning.
Probably. I'd probably hit you in the face.
Thanks. Good to know who my friends are.
I want an athletics roll from you, please, Cray.
Gosh.
Pull the captain down.
Massaquani overboard!
Oh, Benny, that.
Okay. So, hang on, I'll just type something to you, Cray.
Crazy Cray Cooled. That's what my name is.
D.
Well, Kralamos, you are correct. That was Massaquani overboard. Cray succeeded with an athletics roll and managed to avoid braining himself on the gunnels as he fell down, but has fallen overboard. Solomas was the only one that spotted the other thing because he's the only one that got a raise.
Yeah, change that sign. Days since last industrial accidents, you know.
Yeah, back to 0.
I'm just checking my hindrances. Massaquani overboard! I don't have loyalty or anything that means I have to be heroic and jump overboard myself to save you.
Right, I need an athletics roll at -4 now, Cray, as you are, well, you're in the
I
Flotsam
see a
Sea, which is
number of
pretty rough.
Massaquanian humans clinging to some wreckage a little way off over there.
Okay, I tried to type back to you, try and rescue them, but as everybody's talking about it, then no need to keep it secret anymore. What did you want? An athletics at -2?
-4.
Okay.
It's the don't drown roll, I think. Oh, look at that 10.
Okay, so Cray does not drown and is not battered against the hull of the Wraith, but still needs someone to throw him a frickin' rope to get him out of the water.
Oh, I've thrown a rope.
I was trying to help them.
They're too far away. You'd have to sail to them, dear.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Thanks.
so you get Cray back on board quickly enough that he doesn't suffer any fatigue. But yeah, Solomas has pointed out the wreckage of a ship that, well, fairly more chunky wreckage than the stuff you're sailing through a little ways off. And indeed, there are a number of beings clinging to the wreckage. The wreckage there is probably too dense for the Wraith itself to get there. Or maybe you could take a longboat.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking that won't be fun.
Well,
Fry looks over
Come
and
on,
goes,
we've got to rescue them.
lunch on the half
Corny
pint.
out there. Who's with me?
Oh, I'll help you.
Oh, no,
No,
shit.
it's choices. It's the honourable thing to do, of course.
Exactly.
Oh, God, you would have to use that word, wouldn't you? Yeah, okay, we'll have to go and get him. Somebody said the honour word.
Alonzi? Sorry, that wasn't it.
right. Oh, why the bloody hell's that vanished?
Oh.
My longboat's missing. Give me a sec.
Put him in. Well, we put him in the longboat till he sobers. He sobered and rode off in it.
Yeah, you'd hope, wouldn't you? I'm sure there was a longboat on this before, but for some reason there's not now.
There
There we go. So you've got initial space for 10 people on board the longboat. Who's going out in the rescue party?
probably me
Mm-hmm.
to navigate the boat.
Well, are there adverse effects for swimming, or for Kraken or Gehenna is what I'm trying to say, in this weather?
If you're on the surface, yes, but if you swim beneath the surface, you're not going to be that bothered by it.
Because I'm thinking I could swim along beneath with the boat without taking up space on it. Is what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can help people back, as it were. But obviously, yeah. Yep. Okay, I'll swim along, so I don't take up space in the boat.
Okay. Well, sort out any extras that are going with you into your allies, and I will then add them to the combat tracker, and we'll see how well that balks things.
I'm not. The Marines are staying on board the ship.
Okay.
How many can fit in the longboat? Because if we're going
10.
to pick people up, we don't want to fill it.
10 people.
Well, 10 people though, you could drop ropes out and have people hold on to them, or have them tied round them to pull them along behind you, tow them behind you, and so on.
Anybody got a card play left?
No.
Oh, I do.
Well, just in case it's useful, there you go.
One moment.
That's not an attack I would normally use. It's not much use to me.
That's fair enough. I've not got any
I
card
just
plays
played-
left, so it makes little difference to me anyway. I hate having only one card play. I've got all these juicy cards, then I can only play one of them.
You could have taken Destiny's Child as your advance.
I'd already pre-planned my advance.
I know. I'm just saying. Oh. You do what I did, which I do regret and I don't regret at the same time, because I do get the extra card, but I do miss them. I do miss the extra Benny.
Right. So if it's has everybody sorted out any NPCs they want to take with them, so I can add the extras to the combat tracker?
I don't want to take any extras. I just want to go.
Oh crap! That means I've got to take them off.
It
what
does
need
mean
to-
you've got to take them off, yes. If you and swap
Sorry,
them back in, if you're not taking them
I
off.
hadn't picked up on why you were saying that. I've sorted that
Yeah,
now.
yeah, if we're not expecting. No. Except for to get him killed.
So yeah, tell me when you're done, and I will do that with the extras, and then we'll see what happens.
Well, deleting them off my character sheet, of course, didn't add them back to the. I should put them back on the party sheet. I've just deleted. But they're okay. They still exist, don't they?
Yes.
I'm confused now.
Aye, anybody you don't want to take with you if you put them on the party sheet.
I'm
And
sorry.
anybody you do want to take with you, you have on your allies, your character sheet, and then when he pushes the button, it goes bidding, and that adds them all.
Okay, I'm trying to put them on the party sheet. and It's not happening.
Sorry, I'm
doing
just,
it wrong.
I'm sorry. I forgot when I'm playing
Just
section
practice
D.
it
And
all you need, won't you?
I forgot I'm not playing. We're not playing section D, and I don't need to generate PowerPoint. Sorry.
Yes, yes, and it's pronounced.
Indeed.
There you go. Sorry, I was suffering with some short-term sound problems due to me accidentally knocking the volume control down on my headphones. And I missed part of the salient information before, so apologies about that.
Right. So Solomas has sent Lars back to the Wraith. Cray sent Early, Horan, and Zedicus back to the Wraith. Are we all set, folks?
I believe we are.
Okay, so I will add to
Right.
tracker, add allies, see how broken that makes everything. Everything stops for a while. Fry can't have the senator's daughter because she's not there, so we'll delete her.
Oh, he sent his love interest away. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to go visit her later.
Right, now Josiah is, of course, now following Rana Rillick and Paddy O'Donovan, which we need to sort out. And
Still happening.
Ooh, that's interesting. That isn't updating my combat tracker.
no, and apparently
Mine's fine.
Zedicus is still there as well. Looks like Craig tried to put Zedicus back.
I did. I put everyone back. I don't see him there, though.
They're invisible at the moment.
Mm.
Right, I'm just sorting it out. Right, so Josiah does have Rana Rillick and Paddy O'Donovan, so let's just separate them out. And put them back in the right order.
Oh right, yeah. So you've got them NPCs, not invisible.
Yeah, at the moment anyway. And then we'll put them under your control.
30 degrees C right now. I thought I felt warm.
But yeah, that's 10 degrees hotter than it is in this room.
Right, so we'll put the PCs on the map. We'll put the aquatic folks. Solomas, are you swimming or are you going to be sitting in the boat? Damn you, you can row me.
What?
Are you swimming alongside the boat, Solomas, or are you taking a seat?
Must be underwater and I can't hear you.
Must be.
I think that's saying yay, swimming.
As we're under the sea, I might go see if I can find an octopus in his garden.
In the shade.
Oh, bollocks.
What?
I'm looking at the combat tracker.
Our salamanders have just appeared.
Exactly.
But they're in the water. They can't be that dangerous.
Oh, you just wanted to say that, didn't you?
Look, that boat's underwater. My God, the sea is a vast ocean of bright white ice.
It shouldn't be for long.
Those are the biggest rowboats I have ever seen.
Yeah, they are.
Well, it's a massive longboat, and for some reason the scale has gone off. But never mind. We'll just we'll live with it. It's only vaguely where your rowboat is.
Oh my word! Is this a hand-drawn map or something? Because it's loading each thing in one at a time.
Yes, the
I think
robot
it's
is
the
30.
effect.
I've just measured it. The robot's 36 feet across.
Yeah, let's see if I can change the size of the longboat. It probably won't let me now, will it? It's on its own layer, but
It should do.
Well, what you're going to have to do is take all the tokens off, then change the map
Grid size. Yeah.
grid size, and then
And
put
then
all
add
the
the
tokens
tokens
back
back.
on again. But
I'll
that's
do it.
okay because you've got a button to do that, to add all tokens
have
in
I?
one go. Yes.
Yes.
But will it add them back to where they are now?
No.
Ah, well. So do you know what I'm going to do?
I'll add them back in party formation, whatever that says.
Or you could just make every token bigger, I suppose. What I
Yeah.
usually do is I change the grid size and manually rescale the tokens up if I need to. Or you do what you're about to do, and that's just take the boat out, add it back in. It'd be much smaller.
Yeah. I'll take the boat out and add it back in as a smaller boat.
Did you draw this?
10 not 10 minute. Yeah,
English.
10-minute or 5-minute tabletop tokens.
All right. Oh, and then just placed yes.
Two
Yeah.
minute 2 minutes.
2-minute tabletop. That's it.
Yeah.
2
then
minute
just
tabletops. Yeah.
Right. Give me a stamp.
If I
Let
was
me
stood
put-
up, I would.
Yeah.
So-
If anybody, yes. So the 2 minute tabletops is an artist, and he sells his entire back catalogue of artwork rather cheaply, and
He does.
you do
It's
really like with it.
very good stuff.
I think I'm one of his. I think he's still one of my. I still think I'm one of his Patreon. Loose track.
Right. Let's
I used to
try-
be. I'm not sure if I still am.
Why is that not letting me stamp it on?
I am.
Painting, stamp.
Nothing you can do will stamp out progress.
There we go.
Hey.
So
Oh my
let's
god,
just,
that's okay. But no, I assume that's those are the ones shutting up. I'll speak. There we go.
Yeah.
that's slightly better.
It's Roma.
Not that that's a token, so we can't move that around much, but we'll get there. And yes, as you approach, you can see some burning figures up on the deck of the wrecked ship, and there are a number of sailors, which, if you look out, you may start to see waving at you from the water, clinging to various bits.
I see them.
I shall swim at my full pace.
And
She can't run when swimming.
you cannot run when swimming.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you put the combat tracker on. That's my move when the combat tracker announced.
Yep, we will deal you all in.
The mouse needs the
And
joker.
And Taris Tutt gets a joker.
Ah, well done, Taris.
Yay.
You said there's fire things on the deck.
Up
Yep.
there, yeah.
Plus but we're not really close to any of these sailors in the water. Let me look
Not
here.
at the moment.
Some of them might just drown before we reach him. I have. I've just had thought of how game mechanics wise. See if you.
Yeah, I don't have anything that'll work here magic wise. So basically, I'm just going to help row the boat to get closer to this first sailor too, is it?
Hmm. I should have set this longboat as a token, but I didn't.
The only problem being a token, then means it
We've
gets.
got
Got token
We've got
stacking fun
rope
and games.
on here. I want to try throwing a rope to Sailor too,
Okay.
and that
Yeah,
would
but
hurt.
if the boat's on its own layer, it's draggable.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I don't know if
The
I put it
boat,
on.
if the boat's on its own layer, then you can move.
Yeah,
move
you
it as
can.
a
And just
separate
move it.
entity,
Which is what I thought I thought you'd done it, and I was very impressed by that.
and then you drag all the tokens along with it.
Yeah. Oh,
It's 16 to the Sailor.
That.
That
What was
showed
what?
something scary under the water.
Didn't it
there.
just?
Yes.
I can't work out what layer I've actually stamped that to now because I originally had it stamped on a separate layer, so I could drag it around. I remembered now that I did that, and now I've stamped it on
But
one
don't
of the
forget,
layers.
you
and I don't
can
know which
you
one.
can still do it if you turn on the layer mode and click on the actual boat itself. You should still get the central dot, which you then can use to move it.
No, it's not letting me because I did it as a stamp, as an image.
It should still be a painting on a painting layer, so you should still be able to edit it.
prior to stamping,
Don't worry about it.
You press the
Never mind.
new layer button,
Ah,
and it will
well,
jump to a new layer, and then you
Yeah.
just rename that lane boat, and then you stamp it on that layer.
yeah, should have done that, but I didn't. Never mind.
Right.
That's
So
okay.
what we can do is, yeah, I can do a new layer. We can just stamp the boat as it moves around. That'll be fine.
Yes, indeed. That's the easiest thing to do.
So-
Isn't it?
So Taris is going on hold until you get closer to the sailors. Okay. So Kralamos.
I'm swimming I'm swimming as fast as I can, and that's all I'm getting to do, isn't it? Really. So there we go.
Actually, you're aquatic, so you can run while swimming.
I can't, but I'm not going to argue that one.
I'm allowing.
Yeah,
you
no,
to use it
I know
because you are
what you're saying.
aquatic.
No, that's absolutely fine. I just realised I don't think it really matters, but can I have my tactician card, please?
You can.
Oh, I have to make a
You
battle
could-
roll, don't I? Forgotten how it works.
No, you just get one extra card.
You just get
but
one
you can
card.
only-
It used to be a skill roll, wasn't it, to get cards, but they obviously changed it. That's
So
fine.
there you go. You can give that to one of the NPCs if you wish.
I can't see the archery.
You've got the Queen of Spades that you can give out. I've dealt it onto the combat tracker. 'Cause
Oh,
you
I see.
you originally had the 4 of clubs, the 7 of clubs, and the King of diamonds.
Oh, I
So the
see.
new
I
card-
usually deal it into the shoe because then you can drag it to. If you actually use the shoe to deal a card, you can then drag that card and drop it on the combat tracker. That's how I do
Yes.
it anyway.
I didn't know that.
You can, but then you can also end up drawing a card because it comes from a different deck that is already dealt onto the combat tracker.
I accept that and just go with it if that makes sense.
And just
It's a
go with it. Yeah, fair
limitation.
enough.
It's a limitation Fancy Grounds, and I just think go with it.
So,
To
do
be
you
hon-
want to give the Queen of Clubs to one of the extras who are currently acting on the 6 of Hearts with Josiah?
I'm just thinking Fry might be. Well,
You can't give it to Fry. Fry's not an extra.
on
And
that.
you don't have natural leader, so you can't use your command edges to affect wildcards.
Oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have taken the edge. Forget it then.
Then sorry, change the edge.
I will do. Don't worry about it. I'll work it out later. Don't worry about it. Ignore me.
Okay,
Sorry.
I could have took it, but I've already. I went
Yeah.
for the toughness bonus. Otherwise, because mine just does
No.
it. without
I
any-
forgot how That's my mistake. I forgot how tactician works. Please forgive me.
No
I
problem.
won't worry
No,
about
forgive
it.
you.
I,
I'm not sure we can forgive you.
No, never.
oh,
So we'll move on. We'll move on to Solimas then. And yeah, you can do your run roll because I'm letting aquatic things run, so you can move a whole extra inch.
Oh, I'll be wild and let you choose which direction I swim and look toward. Thank
There you go. Right,
Well,
Solimas.
I'm much about enough.
So Solimas is
You go swimming.
darting through the water. Like a jet.
By the man from Atlantis,
What's the jet?
Patrick Duffy.
Mhm.
Go to these.
Oh. Glub, 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 goes a merchant. Glub, glub, glub. Goes a sailor.
Oh no.
Kind of.
Glub, glub, glub.
Oh, come on.
Goes a sailor.
Singing these silly songs.
Oh, that sailor's all right. And the captain's fine.
Are
That
they
sailor's
sailor, are
fine.
they sailors or flowerpot men?
Well, they could be both. They're all called William and Benjamin.
'Cause, yeah.
Oh, and that one goes flubber lubber lubber. Cray cooled. Are you diving into the water? Are you jumping to a rock? Are you going to
I was
row?
thinking of running down the boat and leaping across onto this rock.
Mhm.
And then if I can manage to get enough move, climbing up to the top of it.
Well, we'll need an athletics roll to leap to the rock, and you'll be running if you want to get to the top of the rock.
Here's a run roll. So I won't be getting all the way up.
And
No,
then
but
that's
that
going to
gets
make
you to the end of the boat, which means you
Gets
get to
me
the end of the
there.
boat before you... No. Well, no. The 3 inches gets you to the end of the boat, and then it's 12 inches to there.
Yeah.
Can't you move up to 12 inches when swinging? I can't remember.
There's no ropes hanging
Oh,
from the
no,
rock. but
ignore me shutting up.
yeah, we will need an athletics. We'll need an athletics roll to leap over to the rock, though.
Athletics. Okay, doke.
Yes.
Spider-Man doesn't need a
I'm
thing. He's
Bennying
always
that.
swinging around.
You don't
without
need
ropes.
to. You have a free
Your
reroll
free
on
reroll.
athletics roll. Because you're an
I'll free
acrobat.
reroll that.
Now you can spend a penny.
All right, what's the mine? Oh, running, of course.
Don't
That's
forget,
mine.
Fry's got common bond if you fail. Hint, hint, hint.
It's all right. I'm fine.
Right. So you leap over and you make your way a little way up the rock.
Yes. I'll distract them. You save the people who need saving.
For me. Son of a-
You have been seen.
That was kind of my point.
And the salamander picks up a chunk of deck and throws it at you.
Mean.
But you dodge out of the way easily.
And here we learn the first lesson of not being seen. Don't stand up.
Good old.
And another fire salamander comes over. It stands on the burning deck, picking its nose like mad. It rolls it into little balls and throws it at Craycold.
Interesting.
Burning bogies.
Yep. But so far, you're somewhat unperturbed by the salamanders chucking things at you.
Burning bogey swarm.
This one might be a bit more perturbing.
Yeah, maybe the first two were just to distract you.
Oh,
Shit.
maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, darn it.
Oh,
That was a 10 and rolled off it.
it was. So that's going to leave you distracted as you're clinging to the rock there.
Okay.
Boning bogey on you.
Yeah. Josiah.
You missed a trick. There's no rain.
Josiah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, would it not be more practical to move this boat nearer to the settlers?
Well, you can certainly do that if you want to.
Make a
So-
boating roll, sir.
Make a boating row. So I take it it's a 12-inch move, aye?
It will be, yes.
Wow, that's faster than me. I should have held on to the boat.
I think that's as far as we're going to get into it. Not really.
About that, yeah. Let's see if we can.
But we
Which
can
is
holler
raining. I
and-
hadn't zoomed down. Oh, sorry.
We can holler and sailor too, and then make our way to the reach one.
Right, let's. There's a new painting layer. So if I then try and. It's control to make it. That control zoom in and out. Is it alt to spin it round?
In fact, it kind of looks like it's raining and snowing at the same time if you zoom in.
That's because it showed the rain hitting the water, isn't it? As well as the rain falling out the air.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to admit I had to zoom in because I'm thinking why is it all why is the sea dotty, and then I zoomed in and realised it's the. I don't think
It's
this rain
water.
effect's as as good as their old rain effect. But
No,
can't
I think.
remember-
To be honest, I think I'm going to turn it off.
Effect was brilliant. They had lightning in it as well when you turned it right up.
Yeah.
So
It did.
so
It's probably
Taris,
having the CPU.
you're quite close to sailor number 2 if you want to try and haul him on board.
Yes, I do.
So you can make an
Athletics.
athletic. Yeah, make an
Athletics.
athletics roll to bring him on board.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
not dramatic. I think we should have some background music.
So you reach for the sailor, and he panics and grabs hold of you and pulls you into the water.
I'll have to roll a 6 to save you both.
I get a crit fail and I've got a joker. That sucks.
It does, rather, doesn't it?
No,
Now.
we always
Join the
end up
club.
with
That's what I did
fantastic
in the
bonuses
last week at the start of the back.
Yeah. We always get fantastic bonuses in the end, roll critical.
Before your turn, Fry, something else is going on. Solimas, make a notice roll, please. Okay. He's got the drop then.
I get the impression there's someone under here with us.
Right, Solimas, as you're swimming, some tendrils of seaweed are dropping down from the surface above you, and they brush you brush through them, and suddenly they grasp onto you, and claws come out of them and tear into you. You have been wounded by a seaweed fiend.
You better seek help.
That was vile.
Andy
You
Benny.
can have a penny for it. That was worthy of me, so I'm going to give you a penny for it.
Oh, bollocks. Taking a wound.
You have.
These seaweed fiends.
Curse you, you fiend!
Stop seaweed feed number 2. That means there's at least one. Oh wait, one more out there.
Somewhere out there is seaweed fiend number 1.
Indeed. I must admit, many years ago, with Fantasy Grounds 1, they added in the ability to add random numbers instead of sequential numbers to the NPCs. I know it's been in there for a long time. The first time the party saw Goblin number 76, they freaked out.
I bet they did.
Isn't there an extent? Didn't we used to have an
The
extension?
Benny's
but instead
flow
of
and
a
one for the
random
GM.
number, it was a word.
The one you promised me.
There's a
Oh,
5e one.
That's the one.
It's a 5e one. Yeah, it's a 5e one that does that. It's very cool.
So, Fry,
Hey.
What?
I only got one for the Let the Bunnies Flow. You promised me one for my terrible
There you
thank
go.
you. That's better.
so yeah, Fry, you've just seen Solimas be viciously assaulted by a patch of seaweed.
If he can't handle a few weeds, that's his problem.
He
So
just rolled it up and just rolled it up and spoke it, didn't he?
Yeah. Did we decide that the water people could run underwater?
You can run underwater because you are aquatic, yes.
Okay. So,
Well done.
You can't
Join
go
me
very
in the rolling the
far.
one. We should have held on to the boat.
I'm
No,
not
but-
sure why I let go of the boat, to be honest.
I don't know why I didn't realise the boat
Well,
could
you know,
move
if
12.
you're holding, if you're holding onto the boat, I will let you have got up to there. That's fine.
Okay. Because what I want to do is, oh, wow, he's way out there, isn't he? Yeah, I'm going to try and rescue a sailor, but he's a little further out than I thought he was.
Well, there's 2 sailors on the other side. That's the issue. Tanis is in the
Oh,
water.
yeah. Well, he probably
Tanis
can't
is
see that from
falling
this side.
overboard trying to rescue.
Well,
sailor.
I thought you jumped over there to help that sailor, so...
No, he pulled me overboard when I tried to pull him on.
Right,
Okay.
right, but...
Fry
Okay,
doesn't
so
know
Fry's
that.
going to go there, and, yeah. I guess Fry's done. Wow, okay.
Okay. we're trying to deal a new round. Oh. So Kralamos has the 5 of spades he can hand out to an extra if he wants to. No, you don't, because you've not got edge anymore.
Yeah, I didn't take. I
Right.
got rid of the edge.
You did indeed. So the fire salamanders are up first, and
They have no right getting an ace. It's just not fair.
this one isn't targeting Cray at the moment. Actually, this one clambers down there, jumps onto the rock where Cray is, and slithers down to attack. Embracing you with his fiery body, causing you to recoil, shaken by the heat.
Yeah, see, they're not bad guys. They just want hugs.
Yeah.
Does anybody get any card plays?
I don't think so.
Used them all
This
up
one
in the
comes
oh my
down
god,
here.
we're all going to die fight.
And starts throwing things at Taris Tun. Causing Taris Tun to be distracted as bits of burning wreckage are splutting into the water around her. Third one is heading over there. Kralamos.
I won't do that. I ran it. I didn't need to. Okay, I'm going to use elemental manipulation water to create a water surge that pushes Sailor 2 and Taris back into the boat.
Awesome idea.
Okay, I'll need a raise from your casting roll to get them both in the boat.
Or do you want me to sort of pour more power into it? I don't mind.
Well, it'll last. Once you've cast it, you'll be able to use it for 5 rounds anyway.
Oh, of course I can. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get the raise. No, I'll obviously not with running. Okay, in that case, I successfully cast it. Can I still get one of them in?
Absolutely.
Crewmate first. Taris back in the. I'll push Taris back. I'll push Taris back into the boat.
Push Taris back into the boat. So, Taris, the water rises up underneath you and deposits you back in the boat.
I know it was Kralamos, so I just salute him.
Okay, Fry.
I think it added the manipulation to myself, did it?
Yes, it did.
Oh, it did. So I've done it twice. I didn't notice. I apologise.
Okay, so Fry, you're unshaken.
Used to the
Okay,
play
if
of
I'm
you.
not
I get
mistaken,
confused.
this sailor is one of the ones. Sailor 3 is one of the ones that was sinking.
I believe he was. Yeah, looking at him.
Okay. In that case, I will swim down and grab him and pull him back to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
That will probably be my action for this turn.
Okay, well, what you can do then is you can do an athletics roll to support his swimming.
Wow, really?
That was double one for a
Skittering
little while.
around is 2 1s, and at the last. Well, luckily he can't make me drown. I'll just fine. You want to pull me down? We'll just both go.
Yeah,
he
he just pulls you down, doesn't he?
Yeah, he can't make you drown, but he can punch you in the face in a panic, giving you a level of fatigue. How many critical fails have we had in this?
This week's a record, I think.
I think it's a Solomas.
I'll be
He's
just about to
unshaken.
put that in chat as well.
You are fighting fighting a large bunch of floating seaweed with claws and fangs.
I love it. I love it.
And you try to stab it with your staff, but it just kind of passes through the fronds. Oh, but then you stir it up a bit.
Like turtling your biscuit.
Yep. Like twisting spaghetti on a fork.
Flipping heck.
Me?
And I think you flipped it high up into the air, and it's grabbed by a passing seagull and taken away.
Good. Shit.
5.
Oh dear, I think we've entered a cartoon.
6. I think I've got a new counter to put onto our new counter. We need to keep track of for all our games going forwards.
Most crit fails in a session.
Yeah.
Crit fails.
We've had 6 today.
Wow. So Cray, a fire lander has jumped onto the rock that you went onto. You're barely clinging on as you're distracted, and it's really trying to give you a very fiery hug.
Fine, I'm barely clinging on. It's trying to hug me. It's fire, and that's water. Let's introduce them.
Oh, so you're going to try and push it, are you?
Yeah, and I don't mind if I end up going with it because I'm burning, and that will help.
Okay, well, if you're happy to throw yourself into the water with it, I will give you a +2 to your. Well, you either make a strength roll or at -2 or an athletic. No, for a push, it's just a strength roll or an athletics roll to push, so you can have a +2. Okay, so it needs to resist a 5.
Contemplating. Benny. Can I Benny it?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. One more attempt. Hey? That took 2 bennies. Why did that take 2 bennies?
I don't know.
For a single reroll, it took 2 bennies. That's rude.
I will give you a penny back,
Thank you.
and you still fail.
Okay.
But 6 isn't a fail, but
It was in.
No, but you still.
It was an
still,
8.
Yeah.
I still failed, but it wasn't 6.
Okay, I
Sorry.
tried to give you a penny, and it just opened your character sheet.
It doesn't like me.
It doesn't. I'm trying to give you a penny.
Yay, I got one.
There we go, you got one. Right, so you throw yourself into its fiery embrace, and it just grabs hold of you.
This was not what I intended.
So you've actually just caused yourself get burned by it. Fortunately, you pull yourself free before any lasting damage is done.
So, hot stuff, what's your plan after you've burnt all the wood in the middle of the ocean? What are you going to do then?
It says.
Fair enough.
you were.
Taris, you're back in the boat.
And Cray is still having problems with this guy up here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get them both, but I'm going to target a Havoc. And I will do selective so I don't blow Cray into the water.
Okay.
It's not letting me target him.
Yes, you have got him targeted. Well, you
do
did
I?
have him for a moment, yeah.
So it says target Sailor 2 at the moment for Taris.
Yes, you targeted it and then untargeted it. There you go. You got him targeted again.
Oh no, I'll bet you that.
Mm.
Oh, one more time.
Yeah, it's having been dumped in the water and then unceremoniously undumped from the water that's just ruining your concentration. But yes, you finally got the spell cast. So that Salamander 1 is now distracted and must make a strength roll.
Oh, dude. Into the water.
No, it keeps hold of the rock, and as the wind whips it, the flames burn higher for just a moment.
And
before they
hotter.
go back down again. Yes.
It probably also it's
Sire.
probably melted itself into the rock slightly, hasn't it?
Possibly.
A bit of a long one, but bit range for thing. Josiah will pull it up shot, pull it a pistol and take a shot at Fire Salamander too.
Go on then.
Quite long, quite nasty range. Oh, it hits it.
Mm. Go on.
Is that for real?
Yes.
Is that a normal sized target?
It's a normal sized target.
Well, shouldn't it be 6 to hit?
It probably should, but for some reason, yeah, your pistol's range isn't applying. What's the range set on your pistol?
5, 10, 20. So
It should be at -4 to hit. So yeah, that's a miss.
it
I
should
don't
be
know what-
-2 to hit.
I don't know why the range penalties aren't working.
I
Okay.
don't know. But see, can I get a penny for saying that?
Go on then. You can have a Benny for saying that. Being honest.
Let's Benny it. Oh, right, okay.
Oh look, that's a critical fail.
7. So it's a hit.
Yep.
Boom.
Hang on, if it's at -4, that's a miss, isn't it? That's a 3.
No, it's
Yes,
2. He needs to. If there's no minuses, he needs to roll a 6. He should roll a 6 for a hit.
Yes, actually, yes, you're at range 10 exactly, aren't you? So you're just at the outside of medium range.
Okay.
So yes, that is a hit.
Uh,
But it doesn't hurt him.
got bennies.
I got confused because someone said it was -4.
I've
Shot,
got
hence my
bennies.
confusion.
Oh, come on!
Crit
for
fail,
crying out
except it
loud.
isn't because it's damage, but
Yeah, this you can't crit fail a damage roll.
So he's going to be unharmed. Do you know what?
you
Come
need to roll 12. If you need to roll 11 just to shake it on 2d6.
I know,
need
but
to-
it was almost
you need
nearly a 6
15
there,
to
but
wound
never
it.
mind. I thought she needs to have seen it as I had obscene amount of bennies. I'll go for it, but
I'm not
alas,
saying you,
no.
especially on damage rolls, I agree. And things where you crit fail, I think there should be a limit.
Right. So are you having your crew row?
My crew will be rowing. My crew will be rowing. They might not get anywhere because not as good as me.
I would argue that it's, judging by the size of the boat and the amount of debris, you're not going to get much further. You're going to leave a man behind in the water. You row off.
In fact, tell you what, and my two minions will try and fish out sailor number 2
Okay.
by making an athletics roll. Right. There you go. There's a 4.
Well, looks to me like they fished him out.
Like he rolled a 1, but it came up 4. So
And the second one will reload the pistol that I've just fired.
That seems a clever thing
3
to do.
actions.
Yep. Okay, so right, now we're on to an NPC who is not doing well. He's all right. He's in trouble. Oh, no, Sailor 2's on board. He's all right then. He says, thank you. They came out of nowhere. Things with tentacles all over them. And one of them was doing horrible magic. Did you really just shoot the captain?
No. I'm just wondering why it wasn't debugging. Sorry, I can't help it. It's a developer habit.
I don't know why the range isn't working. That's a bit bizarre, isn't it?
That's a roll. I just wanted to make sure I rolled attack.
He's fine.
Have you got grid set to 0, or is it like 1 transparency?
The grid is set to distance 1, and it's transparent.
But is it 100% transparent, or is it on like 1?
I always set the grid. I always set
Sometimes when
the
it's on
alpha
like
to 1
100.
rather than make the grid invisible.
Yeah, sometimes when it's on 0, it doesn't work.
I turned the grid invisible, but if I turn I'll turn the grid back on then.
Like 1 or
And then you
something.
then you click on the color and set the alpha down to 1, so you can't actually see it, but it is still there. Is how I do it.
Right. There we go. Let's see how that makes a difference. Then the grid is now visible, but not.
If this works, there'll be a new one on me. Like, no, I don't think it would make a difference.
It used to, but I think they fixed it a while back.
Well, let's just, if I just put the alpha back up again and see if that makes a difference.
It should do.
Do you know what it is? No, maybe not. Maybe you've put off range penalties for some other reason at some later point.
Not sure how I don't know how I would have done that.
But it matters not.
Yeah, we can eyeball it.
Yeah, I don't. Range isn't working. I just gave myself a pistol just to shoot someone. I don't know what's going on. I've not seen that before. Might be a new bug.
Yeah.
There was an update which I haven't run, so.
You should have run the update. You updated the things that you said you were going to update.
Well, I was playing, so I didn't see the point.
I really should do a round of testing, but I've been that busy.
Well, annoyingly, the only reason Curse of the Crimson Throne isn't in QA is because basically, when I had to tell them about when I told them the product codes, I only sent them 6 instead of 7, so I'm waiting for them to set up the 7th one so I can send them all over. Because with this one, the one I didn't tell him is the one that all the other books link to, so there's no point in sending the other books out without,
Until, yeah. Where are you, idea? What's that? Sorry, things are happening that you can't quite see. I'll have a notice roll from Kralamos, please.
Oh, you're going to kill me, are you? Sorry, I'm firing up another fantasy grounds in the background to test ranging. A little notice.
Oh, well. Clearly, you spotted what happened to Solimas, and
I just saw something coming up for me.
when some seaweed kind of drifts slightly against the water towards you, you're ready for it when it suddenly springs into action, and you dodge out of the way as it attacks.
Oh, excellent. Very happy bunny.
And I'll have a notice roll from Fry as well, please. Who also does not have the drop upon him, as seaweed goes for him as well.
Range is working in another copy of Fantasy Grounds without any extensions loaded, so
It may be an extension thing then.
it might be an extension thing. But I just wanted to make sure, see if, I just tried a combat and range was a factor there, so.
How weird. Right, so Fry, the seaweed goes for you, but misses.
Still got to finish writing an adventure for Saturday week. Playing in my adventure on Saturday.
Not sure.
Because your human mage in an air bubble is up for grabs at the moment.
Is he? Cool.
Yeah.
Taris.
This guy is still giving Cray all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, and there's also there's a load of seaweed attacking Kralamos.
Yeah, well, Kralamos can handle it. Cray's gonna get himself burnt to death over there.
He's certainly doing a good job of trying.
Yeah, I still got it targeted. Okay, that's good enough.
Mm-hmm. So that's number
Okay.
one. Let's give him a... let's just put the -2 in manually. It's easier for now. Give him a strength roll. No, he is clinging on to that rock. No matter how much wind you're blowing in his direction, you just don't seem to be able to
But he's
do anything to him. But he is distracted now. Oh dear. Glub, glub, glub. Somebody has drowned. You can hear a number of sailors screaming for help and splashing in the water. Oh, that one was... That one's fighting for his life there, that one.
Joker!
There's a house rule that says a range
Got a Joker.
standard.
You got a joker?
I have.
Maybe off.
Cost me 2 bennies, but I got a Joker.
Go on then. Bennies for everyone then, as the fire salamander, as was that fire salamander who is distracted, tries to give Cray another fiery hug.
Please say he went bust. Please say he went bust.
Possibly critically fails and slips off the rock. No, he does not slip off the rock.
No fair.
But he failed the.
The next fire salamander is throwing stuff at Kralamos,
You dives under the water.
who dives under the water, so there's little effect there. This fire salamander comes over here. Okay. Just
A
does something
burning
you're not
bogey
really
again?
aware of. It was a burning bogey, but it wasn't at you, so don't worry about it. Right, what have we got here?
That's not on.
I will have a notice roll from Josiah, please.
Josiah.
Right, so it doesn't have the drop on you. As some seaweed reaches up around the gunnels of the boat to try and grab you and pull you in, but fails.
God,
Over here.
There's a seaweed feed 2 and 3, he says, not at all better gaming.
You can hear a scream, and those that are looking out can see that the chap with a very fine hat on, who must be the captain of the ship, is now fighting against a load of seaweed.
Interrupt seaweed fiend 4 with the Joker bonus.
Go on then.
Okay, I'm just going to hit him with my elemental manipulation.
Well, you've got a success with it, so that'll be not a great deal of damage, but you did
Is
get
it
the
not
raise.
is it not? I thought it was a re-raise to hit him with it, but
No, you cast it with a success, so you do the
Okay.
success level damage, but
Awesome.
you still roll it to target him, so you got a raise, so you'll do 2d4 plus d6 damage.
Yep.
Wow.
actually it's an extra D4 on a raise, which is why it didn't roll any D6. I've modified the power on a raise.
Yes.
It only does a D4, so that's why I got
Yep.
so many D4s
However-
rolling.
You have still torn it to shreds with your magic.
Yep.
There are little bits of seaweed floating around all over the place. So it will not get to attack you. But I'm going to
Hmm.
move on from it on the combat tracker before I delete it, because then it won't balk the combat tracker.
And then I
And
shall
then you'll
swim on.
swim off.
I can't run because I didn't.
Yeah, and then Fry.
Okay.
This seaweed has a go at you. but misses. So, Josiah, the seaweed's trying to pull you into the water and drown you. How dare it?
How dare it? Let's be bold. Wild attack.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wild attack it for a laugh. See what happens.
So used to manually updating PowerPoints, I didn't realise players have a little button
Yes, there's a button to do it now.
just for NPCs.
Okay, that's a hit after spending the penny.
Yes,
Nice.
indeed. Your blade cuts into the seaweed.
But trouble is, I'm an old man. I probably can't even hurt it.
Shaking,
Well,
though.
you flicked it away from the boat a little bit, and it's sort of shivering as it tries to pull itself back together again.
God, why do I spend bennies? Why do I spend bennies? Yes, so I'll shake it then.
It has to be said when it comes to spending bennies, I've never met anyone like Jiminy. He will spend all of them without the care in the world. I admire that. I can't do it.
Move. I'll shake it and back up from it.
Yep. What's Paddy going to do then?
You can row the boat now. Don't forget.
Paddy is
That was the cat
Paddy is going to row.
Mm-hmm.
over there.
Should we row the boat?
I would.
Gently down the stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
this
think
this
we'll
guy
take-
over here is probably drowning. So
I was thinking about taking the boat to Fry actually.
I think they're all.
So-
I think those three are technically all underwater.
So now I've got to work out how to move this token, haven't I?
Well, you might not have to because it might screw it up.
Yeah.
Like a token now, is it?
No, it's not a token. I'd have to move
so-
the layer.
Patrick.
Well,
makes
it's
a
on its own
floating
layer,
row.
so you should be able to select it and
Well,
then double
don't
click on the
bother
dot
moving
and then move it.
because Patrick can't move the boat, and
Right.
Rana is going to get tossed the gun to reload it. In fact, no, tell a lie. It's not been fired, so she has got the gun loaded, isn't she? So she
has, yeah.
She will give the gun back as a free action, and then she will try and grab the other oar and have a go at rowing said boat, and Fit loves it as well.
Obviously, the seaweed's holding it in place.
Yeah, must be.
So then we cut to the privateer captain.
The privateer captain who is fighting against a seaweed fiend. And misses. Solimus!
I'm gonna go swimming.
Where are you swimming to, though? Quite a long way by the looks of things.
Yeah,
Snap to grid should be off.
so I'm gonna swim there. My swim was rubbish, but
The grid
I'm
is
trying to get to
was
these
on
guys.
last
I
time.
mean, is that say the 6 all right?
It
on
isn't
that?
now though.
Yep. So, Cray. This salamander is still trying to hug you to Bernie death.
Well, I think it's about time I stabbed him viciously to put him off this concept. Because I don't really want to be stabbed to Bernie death. It sounds like a not nice thing.
Mm.
Ah!
Oh.
I can do better.
I was expecting it's a free attack on you. Oh, that's better.
I said I could do better than that.
You did considerably better.
See, this is the thing that Lone Wolf's never worked out. You see, when you spend a Benny, you're meant to roll better. You've worked it out. He hasn't.
And this time your blade cleaves through the salamander. And, well, it would be bleeding out had it not just fallen into the water
It's fizzling out.
and gone.
I'll get up to the top in preparation for the next action, which I won't be in here to take because I'm going to have to go off to work. My intention is to jump and attack that fire salamander too, if it's still there, if somebody could do it for me.
Okay, Fry.
Okay,
Vanished.
Fry's once again trying to help this guy to the surface.
Which you've done.
Okay.
If you want to swim back towards the boat, you may do, but the seaweed fiend will get a free attack on you.
Record Fry's vanished from my map.
Has he? He shouldn't have done.
I assume he's there. I can't
He
see
is
him.
there, yeah.
Can't see him. Let's go. I'll close it and reopen and see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and head back. Let him get his bite.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
be the
he's-
second you clicked on yourself.
He's going to try and have a bite at you, right? That's number 5. Number 5 goes for Fry with his claws. And you are easily able to swim away, so show me where you want to swim.
Right there. And I will call to Josiah and hand him the arm of this sailor.
Notice the tokens are actually holding on to planks of wood and stuff. That's awesome.
They are pretty cool, aren't they? Okay, I think my fantasy grounds is trying to die on me at the moment. But you've got him closer. And we've got some more sailors. So sailor number 1. Is getting tired. He's keeping himself treading water. He's keeping himself treading water, and we're on to a new round.
All right.
And the bad guy's got a joker. About
Good.
bloody time. So, doesn't actually help much. That salamander's going to run to there. That salamander's going to run up to there because they're not in a position to do much. The ones with the jokers. Solimas, you're up next.
Well, the sailor's alright, and I'm going to go for another sailor then.
Okay. Well, looks like the nearest one to you is over there. Unless you want to help the one that's right next to the boat. Oh, there's another one there on the clinging to a bit of flotsam, or possibly jetsam. And through the water you
Jetsam, I'll go for the one who's floating and
Okay, the privateer captain will carry on fighting this seaweed fiend and try and keep himself afloat. Well, let's do keeping yourself afloat first. He's okay with that.
Oh, the captain's about 1,000 miles away.
He's a long way off, yes.
I don't think we're ever meant to save him personally.
He shakes that one. Well, somebody's got a spell going that can get them to move very, very quickly underwater if they think about how using it correctly.
Yeah, but you attacked me.
Well, yeah, you could have just moved off anyway, though. And that sailor drowns. That sailor's okay for now. That sailor's okay for now. Josiah, you have a sailor being deposited next to the boat you're in by Fry, who again appears to have gone invisible, and I don't know why. Try setting him always visible. There we go.
Right. Well, first, let's see if we can get the minions to get the sailor on board, sailor 3 on board.
Okay.
So minion number 1 will make an athletics roll and go, what sailor?
And minion number 2 can do a roll to make it a group roll, and go, yeah, I see no sailor.
I see no sailor. So in that case, Josiah will make a athletics roll to get the sailor.
All right.
In fact, it would be helpful if I actually roll my own skill, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah.
Yes. So athletics.
If your skill's a D6, we can see. No, we didn't get a critical fail, but you still haven't pulled him on board. It's the roughness of the flotsam sea. Unfortunately, you've just not been able to help him. And
Let's spend a penny. What can I mean?
you're
what
spending
can
a penny.
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
five.
you've got him on board.
It makes a change from wasting them.
Yeah, you've pulled him on board, and you know what? I'm spending a GM penny to unshake that seaweed fiend, because just as you pull that poor sailor on board, this seaweed fiend is going to try and grab you,
Oh,
reaching up with its
overboard.
reaching up with its seaweedy fronds.
See, this is the problem. Every time I try to go and save someone, then something comes in that means I have to go and be loyal to the crew and everything.
Oh, but no, Josiah knows better
Ooh.
than to. Josiah, with his superior boating skills, hooks his foot round a rollock and doesn't get pulled overboard.
Having a rollicking good time then.
You are.
Mm.
Right, so that one's fighting the captain. So he'll have a claw at the captain. Hits him.
I might not have to worry about saving the captain now.
You might not. Oh, that's 2 wounds on the privateer captain. There is a scream. Ah!
Oh, okay, yeah, point taken. Well.
Much better. Now the captain's still alive, but he's not doing very well. And then finally that seaweed fiend. I would like a notice roll from Josiah, Taris, Padrig, and Rana, please. Right, well, we'll give that one to Taris then. That's the highest roll there, unless Padrig or Rana get better, but I think we'll give that to Taris. Kralamos.
Okay, I'm activating my jet ski.
Okay, you can use it 3 actions in a row if you like. And since you got a success, each one will move you 2d4 inches.
Is that? I assume that's instead of swimming.
That's
Is that
instead
on
of
top of
swimming.
or is that enhancing my
Instead of
swimming?
swimming. That's instead of swimming, but each one must be in a straight line. So you can roll 2d4, do that in a straight line, then 2d4 in a straight line, and so on.
You see, that's why I figured I might as well just swim because I could run. So.
Well, actually, you can move as well as an action. So I'll let you move after it as well.
Yeah, that means I'm swimming underneath debris and stuff, and I'll do 9.
Of course.
I'll do 9 inches to there, and then obviously.
Well, no, you roll your 2d4 3 times.
Well, no, it lasts 1 round, doesn't it? So I'll do it.
You can do 3 actions, and you can use elemental manipulation on each of those actions.
Oh, I misunderstood you. I see. I completely misunderstood. I didn't realise.
Yeah.
Another 10, which will get me 19 inches then. But that does end it, doesn't it? Oh no, 3 actions. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, 3 actions. It lasts 5 rounds, but each round you can use it for 3 actions.
I didn't think about that. That's really clever. That's really cool. I never thought of that. I'll remember that in future.
So yeah, you drop underwater, and your aquajet suddenly goes.
Yep.
So Craycool is trying to leap on board the ship to attack the other salamanders.
That's one way to die.
It is certainly one way to die. Maybe Cray's just feeling cold.
Where did you lose it?
Taris screamed to you. I'm guessing. Just see if Cray could do that any better. But okay, Cray makes it over to there and will attack that salamander. Right, Kralamos, as you went under the water,
Yes.
you heard that Taris was screaming something. You
Oh,
come back up and look back to her, and she is waving and pointing at that
Oh.
barrel that's got the green arrow pointing to it.
I see. Oh, crap. Did I notice
It's-
anything pulling it or pushing it as I went by?
Well, you notice that there is a seaweed fiend pushing it,
Okay.
and you notice that it is on fire.
Okay. Seaweed fin on the barrel.
The barrel.
Okay. Okay. I mean, does it happen to have the word gunpowder written on the side of the barrel?
Yes, it does. In great big letters, in the Kraken language, no less, just to make sure. And then it's Taris's go.
I get the impression the barrel's going to be moved towards a rowboat. Oh, bugger. Well, sorry, Captain, can't save you.
Taris is still targeting a salamander. Oh, possibly both salamanders to try and blow them off. Solomas is shouting, "Shoot the barrel!"
Actually, that's a very sensible idea. Shoot the
No,
barrel.
but that is a raise on the whipping winds on both
Yeah.
of those salamanders. So we shall distract them both. And strength roll for number 2. No, he's still holding on. And a strength roll for number 3. Did you make that selective by any chance, Taris?
Don't forget to hear you sound wise.
Good point.
Oh.
I think Taris
She
can hear
can
me.
hear,
Right.
she can't speak. Understood.
Right. So that's 2d6 inches of fire salamander flying through the air. They were at -2, yes, which is why the first one, because they're on the Joker this round. But that one still failed. Whee! It was centered there. So, you made it land exactly on the rock, not in the water. But it lands on the rocks. You do 2d6 damage to it. But not enough to bother it, unfortunately. And some sailors. That poor sailor ends up in the drink. Glub, glub, glub. That poor sailor is not doing well. He's holding on. Fry! There's seaweed all around you, trying to grab the captain and pull him into the drink.
Yeah, Fry's going to slide over here and chop number 5.
Number 5's
Okay.
alive.
Possibly not for
Not for
long.
much longer.
Disassemble.
Oh, disassemble number 5.
Disassemble.
And see,
Equal
he
die.
did disassemble number 5.
You've got 9 bellies. You might keep trying.
He might.
Although I get the impression
Yeah, I
we're
should
going
have
to
gone for the raise. Wait a
cliffhang,
second.
so you might not want to spend all your bellies this week.
No, not all of them.
Well, you've torn that bunch of seaweed apart.
Nice. Doesn't taste very nice.
And then I will come over here and menace this one.
Okay.
And I will yell to Solomas, keep bringing survivors.
Okay, so new
Hanging
round.
it there.
We are going to be cliffhanging it there because the sailors are on a joker.
Ooh.
Since they're allies, you know what? They were neutral, but they're allies. I'm going to give you all a Benny just because we're going to end the session there. But just at that moment,
Oh God, here we go. The big token we didn't see earlier. Yep. Didn't see that earlier.
the water starts to churn. A whirlpool starts up and begins to suck you in.
Oh.
There for just a second, that looked like a head of lettuce or something.
Yeah, but
for a second, I tell you what, I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a certain humanoid just powering out of the water. I thought, oh crap! At least the barrel gets sucked into the whirlpool.
The barrel does get sucked in. The sailors that you've rescued, that you've pulled on board the boat, say, the merchants were carrying magic. Their chest is still on the prow of the ship. And we will leave it there because we'll start a dramatic task at the beginning of the next session to see if you can escape the whirlpool and whether or not you manage to rescue the magic from the wrecked ship as well.
Good stuff as always. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. And well, we'll see if you can finish it next week or if it's going to take a couple.
Make sure you haven't got range turned off in house rules.
Yeah, is it? I'm just going to have a look now. House rules. I don't see why I would have.
Oh, there we go. Another week down. Crimson Throne is drawing ever closer. We survived the 50 fathoms at this rate. I'm not entirely sure. If you enjoyed it, I certainly did. And our new counter. And this session ends with 6 critical fails. We'll see you next time. Oh, and on Sunday we got our Savage Spelljammer. So we'll see you.